What's up, guys? How's it going? It's a Saturday, but the NFL plays, and that feels a little bit strange. Thomas, what's up?
Yeah, it is very strange. Not just a Saturday, 5 p.m. on a Saturday. College football playoff games happening kind of in between this as well. Yet Philadelphia, Josh, has a very important football game. They all are the rest of the way. And after what happened last week, everything's trending in the right direction. You cannot have a speed bump today versus a Commander team with not a lot to play for and a lot of backups out there as well.
Yes, and we need a little bit more offense than what we saw from the college football playoff game. If you were watching that,
Yes.
just a little bit more. We don't need a 3-3 game going late into the fourth quarter. But shout out to everybody else in the chat. As always, drop a like for us. We do appreciate it. Make sure you're subscribed. The Eagles, yes, as you mentioned, Thomas, I mean, they got to get this thing, continue building momentum. We saw the Commanders about a year ago. I mean, it's crazy how time flies. Very different look for both teams, I guess, in the stance of where this thing was headed, but certainly for the Commanders because they're not near the same side. Obviously, Marcus Mariota is playing. Jaden Daniels shut down for the year. Laramie Tunsil is out. So as far as some inactives, some big ones there, potentially an area for the Eagles to take advantage of.
We mentioned Laramie Tunsil. Philadelphia is leading the league in sacks the past 3 weeks. They have 13 the past 3 weeks, and so no Laramie Tunsil, their best offensive lineman. Hopefully they take advantage of that. Marcus Mariota, he's one of the better backups we saw him in Philadelphia as far as backup quarterbacks go. Still likes to turn the football over. He does run it a lot. They had trouble with that a couple of weeks ago versus Herbert. And then no Zach Ertz. We talk about targets and weapons and people that Mariota can throw to. No Zach Ertz today. That means Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel are going to be the two guys to keep an eye on. And we know that matchup, Scary Terry versus Quinyon Mitchell. How does Q match up? Does he shut him down again? It's going to be a lot of fun. The Commanders have a chance to be a big-time spoiler here, Josh, because Philadelphia, down in the dumps the past couple of weeks, a 3-game losing streak. They blow out the Raiders. Most of us feel like they turned a page, but there's still plenty of thought that the Raiders are a bad football team. If they struggle today versus the Commanders, I think you're going to see a lot of, I knew I was right. This team is bad. But if they look good today, people will continue to buy in with 2 weeks left in the season after this afternoon. And the playoffs are going to be very interesting. Anybody can beat anybody, and Philadelphia is a football team, especially defensively, that can go on a very, very deep run.
Like you say, especially as what we've seen from the NFC, the Rams and Seahawks game, the madness that was there on Thursday night.
Yes.
You like your chances for people, and I mean, fingers crossed, knock on wood here, we're not jinxing this, but for people that are wanting to see that offense continue to build this momentum and to Kevin Patullo to sequence plays like we saw against the Raiders, the Commanders are worse in the area, especially of passing defense. The Commanders are the dead last. EPA per play, worst passing defense in the league, most 40-yard plays given up in the passing game.
Yep.
Now, again, you put all that out there and say, okay, it's a division game and crazy things happen. There's a strange reason why Vegas had the line set at 5.5, Eagles as 5.5-point favorites to start the week. It got bet up to 7. That still feels like a little close for me when I'm looking at the rosters and where this thing's headed, but as we know, the Commanders, especially out of any team in the division, it can be up years, it can be down years. For some reason, they show up a lot of times. So this does not need to be the one. The Eagles have the opportunity in front of them to beat the curse, break the curse, whatever we want to say. They're NFC East champs. First time back-to-back in 21 years since 2004. Just get the job done. I mean, whatever it takes there.
Whatever it takes. Jalen Hurts comes off his best game maybe the entire season. I think it definitely was. Saquon Barkley was balling. Dallas Goedert had a big game last week. Just keep it rolling, because for as good as the Commanders have been in the past against Philadelphia, this is a football team that's nowhere near even the level we saw in the NFC Championship game all those months ago, in January. This is a football team that is aging, that has nothing to play for, that needs a better draft pick, that have their starting quarterback or their starting tackle or their starting star, tight end. Go bury these guys, get a big win, and then enjoy your Christmas week before you play the Buffalo Bills, 8 days from today.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. To get a little bit of, especially if they can take advantage early and get more rest, because we saw it in the last game, right? They rested for a full quarter. We'll take one of those. That's great this time of year. You got all the other teams in the division or in the conference, I should say, that are beating each other up. If the Eagles can take care of business, Buffalo will be a game, but some of the others, and you imagine Week 18 will be the rest for the Eagles. Just take advantage of your schedule, the reason and the way that it sets up. About 7 minutes or so away from the kickoff, which will have you guys up on the score, time, everything else. The scoreboard should be working correctly today, so good news there. As far as inactive, officially, we kind of touched on a little bit as far as the Commanders we did, but the Eagles, Josh Uche, Sam Howell, You got A.J. Dillon, Mac McWilliams, Cameron Latu, Lane Johnson, Jalen Carter. Not any big surprises outside of maybe Cameron Latu, who was questionable before on their last practice leading up to it.
Yeah, and they elevate E.J. Jenkins to take that spot. That's a big loss. We talked about all season long on both of our shows how bad Grant Calcaterra is as a tight end blocking, especially in the running game. They've started to wean him off of that. They've not quit the Grant Calcaterra train, but they have started to do a little bit more Cameron Latu. Much better moving the football with him out there, but no Latu today. That should be a factor. But overall, everyone else, basically makes sense.
There we go. It's, Lane Johnson not being there, the Washington doesn't have the pass rush. I know some people being like, yeah, why didn't they put him on IR? That's a fair point. They could have. Like, we're going on 5 weeks now. So it seems like they should have in roster management. But it's probably the idea, the hope, the thought, if they had to, worst case scenario, they're getting killed. They need his presence out there to block. Try to be able to, rush him back, because it also sounds like, if you're reading between the lines from Ian Rappaport, the other NFL insiders, Lane's wanting and kind of ready to go. He was warming up on the field before this game today. If he needed to play today, this was a playoff game, he's probably in the lineup, but Eagles showing caution, probably exercising some wisdom there, going, look, we don't need you, just like Jalen Carter, we don't need you yet. Get as healthy as you can, and if you don't have to play this week, fine, show up maybe next week in Buffalo. If you win today, personally, I'm kind of like, I really don't care too much. I would say just rest them until the playoffs. But if they want to get, their one game and then rest for Week 18, we would take that too. Again, shout out to all you guys in the chat. Appreciate the super chats as well. Getting to these in order, which we'll try to stay on top of as well. But Matt with a 20 bomb, starting out with a big one there, says, let's go, fly Eagles fly, from the brown truck, making the UPS deliveries. What's up, Matt?
There you go. Yep, you're probably busy this week. You got something going on Thursday, I think. I'm sure they got you in overdrive, but not a bad day to drive around because you get to listen to Eagle football. So we'll at least take the positives there with the work on a Saturday.
Yes, shout out to everybody else that's working on a Saturday, especially the deliveries and all the madness of the holiday season. But happy holidays to everybody. We're right around the corner. Christmas is super, super close. Let me make sure I can get the scoreboard up here. It was previously, and making sure, there we go, and still get the super chats. Devin with a 10 bomb here says, it's a big game day. Big game today, boys. My dad's a massive Commanders fan, cough, Redskins fan, and has been talking them up all week. Need these birds to show out tonight. Go Birds.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Jeez, family members rooting against your football team. We don't like that. Hyping them up. Listen, the Commanders could win today, but I don't necessarily look back at the recent play by the Washington Commanders and have that much confidence. But you never know. Again, NFC East game. Maybe they want to play spoiler, ruin our Christmas. They can do all of that. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah. It's special teams, right? Like they had a touchdown last week in special teams. Another reason for beating the Giants, albeit it was just the Giants, but that's a battle of two terrible defenses last week. But even against the Giants, they really only put up, I think, 21 points, if my math is correct, in terms of offensively. They got the touchdown score for special teams. So all phases, right? We saw it crush the Rams back on Thursday. They had that game under wraps. It should not have turned into what it was. But special teams can be the difference maker. We've seen the special teams unit play much better as of late. Don't allow something crazy, because this is when it's one of those moments, like you said, their division game, a weird play, ball bounces in a strange direction, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, okay, we're in for another one of these. We don't need it. We need just a blowout, a comfortable one. Dirty Dan with a 5, though. Appreciate that. What's up, men? Let's get a Philly special beat down today. Stop these fools and get some confidence heading into the postseason.
Can we get another 2-hour game like it was last week, Dan? Get out,
great was that?
Nice and easy, no sweat. That would be very fun. I'd like to not sweat in the fourth quarter today, please.
Yeah, we'll take a lot of those, especially because it hasn't happened hardly at all this season. Most of the time, it's coming down to the wire. Lunar Wolf with a 5 also. Continuing with that, continuing with what they did last week, utilize both running backs, more under center. If we can be similar to last week and the defense is dominant, we may be back. Maybe.
Yes, do not use Tank Bigsby only whenever you sit Saquon Barkley because you're up big or because Saquon's hurt. Use Tank Bigsby 6 or 7 times today, no matter what, because he runs the football so well, please.
Yes, absolutely. Take advantage of him. It's the strangest, just unknown reason of why Tank does not get as many carries as he does. And even against the Raiders, there were like a couple handoffs, maybe, but the vast majority were, okay, game's out of reach. Now let's go ahead and hand the ball off. He's got more explosiveness. For some reason, they're not going there. Maybe it's the hidden weapon that they just wait until the postseason, but that feels like, I don't know, feels crazy to say that. Brandon with a 10 bomb. Another one here. It says, go Birds. I'm blown away by the fact that we still have hope for a Super Bowl. I'm not here so I don't get fined. I'm here to see us put BTA, best commentary in the Birds market. Love you, boys.
We appreciate it.
That,
they do have a chance. If you watch Thursday Night Football, you know everybody can make mistakes. Sam Darnold looked terrible for 3 quarters, came back and win. You know, the Rams now have all these blown leads for losses. Tonight, we'll see the Packers without Micah Parsons. And Chicago, you want to buy into the Bear defense? I don't, even with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Maybe the 49ers, Philadelphia, possible first-round opponent there if they're the 3 seed. I don't know. Brock Purdy, go on the road in January at the Link. I think that Philadelphia can have momentum going into the playoffs. They can win that first playoff game. Anything's possible. And I truly believe that it lines up very, very well for them if they can just have some momentum.
Yep. And honestly, like you're saying there, if they get some momentum, it doesn't matter who you're playing. If it's on the road, there's not a whole lot of road games. I know that if someone said, okay, just looking at having to go on the road, who would be the most difficult team? It's Seattle because of our track record and history going to Seattle. But the Rams, I think objectively are a better team than the Seahawks are. But depending on their records, I mean, they obviously have lost out on it currently. Seattle could still blow it and lose the home field advantage. But if you go to LA, that's not a home field advantage for them. Like we've seen it time and time again. They just can't sell out that stadium. They don't have the proof of having actually, fans there. So I would take our chances up against anybody. If they can get it, as we've said for forever now, an average offense. And that's crazy because of all the talent. But an average offense with this defense, we'll see what they can do against Marcus Mariota. We're sure that he's going to be trying to run. Fangio stressed that quite a bit. So are they able to keep him under wraps? Don't let him break free for, 10, 15-yard runs, extending drives. They've been good in the past against Jaden Daniels, Nolan Smith, Jalix Hunt, having a lot of athleticism. Add Jalen Phillips to the mix. I feel like they'll be all right, but again, you never know. Cranky with a 5. If you're locked into the 3 seed, then rest Lane, play him. If number 1 or 2 seed still in play, go Birds.
I think that's probably what they'll do. Same for Jalen Carter, right? Once they get locked into that 3 seed, which they win today, they're guaranteed no lower essentially because even with the NFC South, they're going to lock into the 4 seed there. So then it matters with the Buffalo game, what happens on the National Football League. We'll know where they're going to be after next week, and that's why they'll for sure rest during Week 18. I don't see them resting for the Bills game, but we'll see.
Yeah, and probably like. It's not like the players ever really want to rest too much, but even psychologically going to Buffalo, playing a playoff team, you get to test yourself a little bit. Even as a player, it's like I think Saquon used the analogy when the offense got going of seeing the ball go through the hoop, having that momentum, that confidence on offense. Okay, that's one thing, but then you do want to say, okay, now let's go play a playoff team. Let's see how this thing would shake out against, a better opponent because you do understand what it is. Lacey with a 2 as we're getting close to kickoff. I've still not got it on my screen yet. We're in the commercial, but we need a big dub so we can have momentum for the Bills, and then beating the Bills will give the team confidence in the playoffs. There you go.
I think it would. Yeah, I mean, the best case scenario is win today, beat Buffalo next week, rest starters Week 18. You basically make yourself a bye week, and then you still have a lot of momentum going into the postseason. And you're healthy, too. Lane and JC back at 100%. Pretty big.
Come on. Stay healthy, guys. 22 on Drew with the 10. Merry Christmas to you and your families. Thank you for that, Thomas. Does your baby have Eagle swag on? My son's rocking his jersey. Let's go.
She does not. She was asleep whenever the game was about to start, and we were not going to wake her. So she is wearing pink.
That's
pretty
fair.
in pink right now, but it looks fine no matter what.
Everyone with a baby understands. If they're asleep, you don't touch it. It's like, all right,
don't touch it. No,
we're letting them get the rest. Poncho with a 5. Which do you think is more important today? Points beat down or high efficiency on offense? Punditry was mixed as to which is more important. I lean the latter. Go Birds.
Yeah, I lean the latter as well. I mean, points are great, but you have 2 pick sixes and you only score 14 points on offense. It's 28-0. It's fine, but I just want to see the same extent. I mean, they opened up with like a 10-play drive. They had a 13-play drive last week. Extend drives. Don't turn the football over, and don't commit penalties. As we are getting a Pam Oliver update, Josh, and getting ready to go here soon.
Here we go. Come on now. Take care of business. Damon's with the 10 bomb here. What's going on, fellas? What's up? Fly Eagles Fly. Watching and listening while at work. There you go. Shout out to you. Playing.
What up?
Playing Santa, but instead of reindeers, I have a big brown truck.
Okay,
Let's put BTA to these bums.
Go.
Go Birds.
You're staying busy.
Go Birds,
Stay
Damon.
busy out there.
Shout out to you, man. Delivering the packages. Support your local UPS drivers. You know that. You know what's up. Lacey with the last one here before the kickoff with a 5 says, I'm not scared of any of these NFC teams. Rams, Seahawks, and Bears are beatable.
There you go. I agree. Philadelphia, as we get started here in their white uniforms and their green pants, they are once again receiving the opening kickoff. I think that's 2, maybe 3 weeks in a row. They love to defer. I don't know if they lost the toss or now they want to get the football first, but we'll see. As Jake Moody in those red jerseys with their yellow or gold pants, red helmets as well, gets ready to send this one away, Josh, and we are almost to the end of December, but not quite there. Right foot on it. Here we go. This one returnable. This is going to be Shipley from the 5, 10, 15, 20 down the left sideline, and then runs into a bunch of... Oh, the football came out. Did the Commanders recover that? They did, and an instant turnover for Philadelphia. Oh, boy. Great. An instant turnover. Shipley fumbled it. Commanders had the football to 21.
Man.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Sick. They're still fighting for it. The refs immediately said this was Commander football.
Yeah, they signaled it instantly there.
Oh,
so.
boy. 5 seconds in, Josh, a turnover.
Yeah, exactly
what we
said.
Is to give the Commanders a little bit of life, huh?
Mm-hmm. Exactly what we just did. The only thing that you can't have happen, right, is you just said that. You can't have turnovers, can't shoot yourself in the foot, get down early, and are you kidding me? A fumble on the kickoff. So where's that ball
Let's see.
going
Is it
to?
just punched out? Where is it? Oh, yeah, he just dropped it. Goodness gracious. And then, it looked like Philadelphia had a shot at it at the bottom of the pile, but, boy, how can you tell, though? You really can't. It's Washington football, and they are fired up on the sideline, and that is not what you want to see. Do not give them life,
because
Josh.
they got hope, right? I mean, this is what they're trying to do here.
Oh, boy. Here we go. So
Wow.
Jalen Hurts puts his jacket back on. It's a nasty, kind of muggy day in Landover, Maryland, and now the Philly defense.
Oh, boy.
Well, goodness gracious. And it's Will Shipley. He's never had problems with this.
Nope.
Oh, man. And he's right next to the sideline, too. The odds of that going out of bounds or him going out of bounds and making it not be a turnover is... Oh, boy. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Washington. Not what you wanted to say. 14:55 to go. And out will come Jordan Davis and Philadelphia's defense from the 26-yard line. Their own 26. Mariota in the gun. McNichols to his left. Motion comes across to the far side. This will be a run out of shotgun, and Nolan Smith is right there. Couple extra yards at the end, but a good play there by number 3, and also Jordan Davis, I believe. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, JD's been just insane in the middle. I mean, it's one thing to say you don't have Jalen Carter, but the reason and kind of seeing JD's play is how this defensive line has been so good. He's been very, very consistent.
It says 1st and 10, but it is 2nd and 7 right now, so the scoreboard is wrong in the Fox broadcast. Line to gain is the 16-yard line. Mariota in the gun. Debo on an orbit motion. Here's their first throw. Mariota stops, fires. That's caught. There's McLaurin right at the line to gain. Not going to get it, though. He's about a yard short. Tackled immediately by, looked like a Dory Jackson. And so they're going to move Quindon Mitchell around a little bit today. No Q McLaurin matchup there for the first attempt. But that is their first completion on their first pass. It'll be 3rd down and short inside officially the Bird red zone following the Shipley fumble on the opening kickoff.
Okay. Did they give him first? Did they change it?
Oh, they did. Wow, they did. I didn't think he even... Forward momentum, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, well, 1st and 10, huh? They can still get a 1st down inside the Eagles' 6. Under center goes Mariota. McNichols, the lone setback. They're going to run him left side, and he's going to have maybe a... Ooh, he actually fought forward for 6. I thought for sure he was going to be brought down for less. Jordan Davis, the first player there, but McNichols kept the legs churning, so 2nd down and 4 upcoming, and Philadelphia's going to start in to hold. The question is, Josh, it'll be 3 or 7. Let's find out here.
Yeah, exactly what you don't want. The question was, running game, Commanders have been actually pretty good despite their record. You got to hold firm.
2nd and 4. Mariota goes under center, motion to the near side. This is going to be a toss to McNichols to the right. Tries to get around the edge, tries to get there, and does, and you'll have a 1st down. It was a foot race with Jalen Phillips, and he got right to that pylon where the 1st down marker was, and so 1st and goal from the Eagles 6. And so far, I mean, listen, Josh, a little tough. You're an Eagle defense, not expecting to go out there, and in the blink of an eye, it's get off the bench, take your jacket off, and go make a stop in the red zone, and so far it's not worked out.
Yeah, yep. It's kind of just the psychological aspect, but as you said, Chris Rodriguez able to beat them to the edge. Barely pick up the 1st down there.
Excuse me, Rodriguez checked in for that one. I said McNichols. Those are the 2 backs this afternoon. 1st and goal as Rodriguez stays in. Oh, man, this is one of the worst first quarter point differential offenses in the NFL, and they are knocking on the door. You're going to go Rodriguez up the middle, and he spins through a tackle but doesn't go much further. Give him 2. Nakobe Dean makes the play. second down and goal. Mariota has one pass. They've thrown it 5 times now in this opening drive. Sorry, they've run it 5 times.
Man, this is just
not a good start.
With the turnover. Changes everything there. Just all the vibes and everything else. You do not want to give a team belief.
Second and goal from the 3. They're going to go under center, trips to the top of the formation. Mariota takes the snap, play action, rolling right. Debo's open, not going to throw it. Still rolling, now throws out the back of the end zone. Thought he had Samuel if he threw it quick, chose not to. Pressure in the face by Jalen Phillips. Third down and goal, and a field goal here, Josh, would feel like a massive win. My guess is Washington might go for this just based on their record and the gift that they were given. So maybe 2 downs to get off the football field. Yeah,
if you're Washington, you're playing to win this game. I would be shocked if they settle for a field goal. I mean, unless they take a sack or something. But, defense, you gotta hold us here. Come on.
McNichols checks in now. He's to the right of Mariota in the gun. Third and goal from the Philly 3. Mariota takes the snap. He's going to throw. Looking left, still looking. Fires across the middle. Incomplete. No flag. They want one. DeJean in coverage. Not going to get it. 4th and goal. And now the question remains. I would go for it if I was Washington. We'll see what they do. Good. This was good.
A little
good
jawing
pass
afterwards.
Protection.
It's intended for Burks there.
High throw. I mean, DeJean's got a little bit of his right arm, maybe pass interference. They didn't call that a couple weeks ago against A.J. Brown, so we won't complain too much here. But now 4th and goal, and they will kick.
We're fine
so
with
Jake
this.
Moody comes out, and that is a huge stop for Philadelphia. Wow. 20-yard attempt.
Yep, we will absolutely take that. That is a win with all things considered there. Heck yeah.
Low snap, picked up off the ground, up and good. And so Philadelphia was staring down the barrel of a 1st and goal from their own 3, and they hold 4 times following the Will Shipley fumble in the opening kickoff. It's 3-0 Commanders. They go to commercial break, Josh, but I would take that as a massive win as we finally get to see, hopefully, Jalen Hurts and the Bird offense on the other side of the commercial break.
Yeah, no more turnovers, please. The concern that I have is a lot of times they come in bunches, and it's like, the first play, you see like that. But shout out to the defense. Defense is unbelievable.
Yep.
Got several super chats as well. I believe I'm also maybe 6 or 7 seconds behind you, but we'll get synced up here in a bit. Nick with a 10. This was right before the game. But hey, guys, let's end this now. Finish this. Don't forget every game matters. Go Birds and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Go Birds, Merry Christmas. Yes.
Not exactly the start that we wanted, but it's only 3, so I guess it could be worse. Lacey with a 5. AFC top teams don't look like killers either. Repeat Super Bowl is not impossible no matter what the media says.
I feel very confident if Philadelphia were to get out of the NFC and represent that conference in the Super Bowl that they would win. I mean, the AFC is going to be a really good defense and a young quarterback or Josh Allen. I mean, that's literally what it's going to be. Do you trust Bo Nix? Even not just in the Super Bowl, in the playoffs, do you trust C.J. Stroud? Do you trust Trevor Lawrence? Do you trust Drake May? These are all people that do not have extended playoff experience. Some have virtually none.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you can just get through what will be a gauntlet of, the 49ers, the Bears, the Packers, you got to play the Seahawks or the Rams. If you can survive that and win 3 in a row, you would have to be very confident that Philadelphia would be a heavy favorite in that Super Bowl, regardless of who came out of the AFC.
Oh, 100, yeah. As we talked about a number of times. But like you say, the experience factor in itself, it can carry you a little bit, but too many times you see if you don't have that experience, it's not really going to get you over the top. And, that the Eagles are one of those teams that they can rely on the track record of history. If they can find that semblance of, as we say, average ability on offense, just average production, then it's more than enough. And if they go beyond that, then look out. CJ with a 20 bomb. There you go. Appreciate that. It says, let's go Birds. Love the vids. Keep it up. Let's win these next weeks and cruise into the playoffs where Jalen shines. Also, not a way to start. Let's go D. Also, thank you, Josh, for your picks. Okay. Well, thank you for a lot of the thank yous. But
there you go. A
lot
of thank yous there. But we agree with all of that.
Yes. Nick with a 5 also had to send another one right away to get down, maybe to not get down and act defeated. It's still yours to lose. I think it was an optimistic one, but thank you for that. We're still in it. Totally in it. They got to stop. It's just, man, it's so deflating when you're like, all right, let's go offense here. And they still a possession that way too, Thomas, because, obviously you kick the ball and they get it immediately. It's like an extra possession for free. Only 3 points as we're about to come back. Ethan is here with a 2. The Publix fried chicken will bring the division home. Hopefully so, Ethan. We need it.
All right, well, we're back. We'll sync up after this first play, Josh. Right foot is down, and Will Shipley gets to return it again. He's back there from the 5, same exact side of the football field. Shipley to the 25, to the 30, 2 hands on the football, and safely down on the ground to the 34-yard line. I will pause, Josh. Let me know whenever you get Jalen Hurts' stats that just popped up onto the screen on a left side of the screen there.
Just seeing it now. Yep.
Perfect. There we go. We should be pretty much synced up now. 12 of 15. Very efficient last week, Josh. 175, those 3 touchdowns. Should have been 4. He also had about 40 yards on the ground, and they didn't play an entire quarter. That was the 4th. And so not crazy numbers, but very efficient numbers. And every Eagle fan who understands football would love that day today from Jalen Hurts and the Bird offense in their white away uniforms, green helmets, green pants, white socks. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 32. Working left to right. Hurts comes out, and guess what? He's under center. We love that. Saquon Barkley, the lone setback.
I'm home, baby.
3 receiver look with Goddard motioning to the top of the formation. Take the snap. They're going to give Saquon left side. He gets hit in the backfield and rumbles forward to the line of scrimmage. Martin on the tackle there. We'll see if he got back with forward progress. He did, 2nd and 10.
I like the under center call. Hindsight's always 20/20. Maybe start with a play action. The most efficient play in football is first down, play action under center. You know, like,
sure is.
Don't run the ball there, but that's fine.
Commander defense that it gives up a lot of points. Not as scary as they were a year ago, but still a lot of the same faces, especially at the linebacker group. Frankie Louvu and Bobby Wagner. 2nd and 10. Now they go shotgun. Line to gain the 42. Hurts takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Clean pocket. Now he's going to jump up and try and run. And he is. And Hurts is going to get out of bounds for a gain of 3, maybe 4. And that is what Jalen Hurts is certainly capable of doing. Gain of 3 officially, 3rd and 7. See if they can get a first down of the afternoon.
All right, brings up a long 3rd down. We don't need a 3 and out to start. Come on, guys. Got to get this first down.
Totally agree.
A lot of upset people, including us. If you start the game off, you have extra time to prep as KP is being shown on the sidelines. The typical average 7.6 yards on 3rd downs.
3rd worst in the National Football League behind the Browns and Titans. Not good. Shotgun here. 3rd and 7. Shipley checks in the football game to the left of Jalen Hurts. Hurts takes the snap. 4-man pressure comes again. Steps up, fires right side. That's caught short of the line to gain. Although Smitty's going to dive for it, and he's going to be about a yard short with forward progress. Wagner there on the tackle. So 4th and 1. They have been very, compared to previous years, unsuccessful running the brotherly shove, Josh. Under 70% this season. We'll see what they do, though. They're at that kind of go-for-it range at the 41 of their own, of Philadelphia.
Yeah, they are. I don't know. This is a long 1 yard. Like, this is not your typical, hey, we need half a yard, we need a couple inches. But they appear to be going for it.
11 for 18 this season. And now we have a whistle being blown, and I think the Commanders burned a timeout. They did. Okay, so they have more time to think about it. I want to see the official length, Josh. I think you're right. This is not 4th and 6 inches. This is 4th and, like, I don't know, 18. It feels like a yard and a half based on where Smitty dove forward as they show this quarterback sneak percentages. 81 last year, 81 2023, 68 in 2025 conversion rate on 4th and short quarterback sneaks. So we'll see what happens here. Remember last week, QB sneak? Nope, they faked the tush push and pitched it to Saquon Barkley for a big gain. Surely the Commanders are thinking about that right now. That's the beauty of that play as well. This would be a nice opening conversion if they can do it. 4th and 1 opening drive for Philadelphia. And they're going
so
shotgun.
far, they can't even,
Wow. All right, let's see if they stay in shotgun. Barkley to his right, AJ at the bottom, 2 tight end look with Calcaterra and Kylan Granson. Are they going to snap
Might be
the
trying
football?
to get him to
7
jump.
on the play clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're not going to. They didn't even really try like a hard count. They just kind of stood there, let it run out, and they'll take the delay of game. Wow. So that is very un-Nick Sirianni-like. Very un-Nick Sirianni-like. You think you would at least, if you're trying to draw him off, line up in the tush push, right? Because people jump during that.
That's kind of weird. Yeah, I agree with you. Because if you line up at the tush push, that's one where you have to get a push immediately, right? Like it's so bang bang that you feel like you get more of a tendency for someone to be leaning too far, the weight carry them over. That felt like an automatic. You just saw what they were doing.
All right, well, Braden Mann comes in. Good start for the Commanders. A fumble recovery, a field goal, and a 3 and out. Make sure Philadelphia obviously snaps it cleanly, gets this one away. They came after it, did not get there. Man angles the punt to the right, caught at the 15. Not fair cut. Oh, what a big hit
what
there.
A hit.
Jeez. As Sidney Brown went right at the knees of the kick returner, that could have been really ugly. He looked like he got up, but he should have fair cut that. That was a really scary shot to the legs. Yikes. Good play, though, by Sidney Brown.
He's okay. Yeah, man,
Ball
I'm
inside the
surprised
20.
he didn't drop the football there. That's it.
I know. I know. That could have been really ugly. Very ugly. Okay. Well, commercial break. I guess it could be worse. Could be a little worse.
Love to pick up a first down on that one, but just a little bit of a slow start, a little sluggish. Talk ourselves into it. Dagger with a 5. How many fumbles do we have on special teams this year? Between drop kickoffs, fumbles, 5, 6. The S is ridiculous.
The Xavier Gibson one was a big one. You think about the Xavier Gibson one. Oh, man.
I don't know. It's been, and maybe it's the jinx that we put on it, because it had been better the last couple weeks. And that was like, okay, hey, special teams, like right before we kick off, it's like you can't get beat on special teams. We saw last week, Washington there in the first play of the game. Go figure. That's how it usually works. But
go figure.
See if the defense can get another stop, though. We've asked them quite a bit. Don't need these 3-and-out situations, though. It's obviously only 2 series, but the time of possession is always a factor, and especially if you start having some of these struggles, we don't need this thing to turn into, the lopsided affair that it has in the past. Because the concern then becomes the running game, really. I mean, of anything else. Because in the passing, like, I think the Eagles' defense has proved way too many times this year, you're not going to beat them throwing the football. Like, if you're saying, hey, we're going to drop back and throw 40 passes, you're not going to beat the Eagles. Now, if you run the football and the defense gets tired, maybe so. Early returns, Washington, they still have 4.3 yards a carry, and they showed that they're going to run early on. Can't let this get lopsided, because, like I say, if you get a tired defense for the Eagles, then it becomes ugly in a hurry.
100%. 100%. As they're coming back from commercial break. Bird defense, it has been just a breath of fresh air during the Eagles' struggles. They've been so good. They had that one, kind of rough game against Chicago, and since then, really before that game, too, they were really good. As we get highlights from that 2024 NFC title game, Josh, that we were at, and it was so fun. It was never really that close. 10-7 was the closest it really got, besides 0-0, Philadelphia 55-23. As they showed Jaden Daniels, who has had a rough sophomore year due to injury. Would have been interesting to see what Washington would have been. He would have been healthy the entire year, but nonetheless, they will go back to the drawing board for year 3. Here we go. Marcus Mariota is in control from the Commander 15. 3-0 Washington, working right to left from the gun. Rodriguez in the gun. They're going to go play action and throw, and that's going to be a catch. No drop. They're trying to get the tight end Bates. DeJean in coverage there. That was right at the line to gain. Mariota starts now 1 for 3, 2nd down and 10.
Such a good play by Coop. Nothing new, right, from what we've seen, but as good as he is in coverage and especially recognizing the motion, they try to get a little trickery there. Washington goes back to the tight end with Zach Ertz being out and makes a great play.
2nd down and 10. Mariota in the gun. Motion Debo now into the backfield as well. They're in kind of a full house formation with a tight end coming across the formation. Mariota takes the snap. They're going to do a simple handoff to Rodriguez up the middle, and he's going to rumble forward for 7. Looked like Zach Bond in on the tackle along with Jacoby Dean. Very quick 3rd and 4. Officially gave him 6 on that one. Upcoming now as we dip under 9:05 to go in the first quarter. Can Philadelphia get another stop? Let's find out.
Come on, D.
Heavy Eagle crowd. Not a surprise on a 4-win road trip down to the Commander Stadium, but a lot of Eagle fans cheering. 3rd and 4. Empty him out. Mariota can run here. In the gun. Line to gain the Eagle 25. 10 on the play clock. 9 on the play clock. 8 on the play clock. Philadelphia brings 4. Mariota's going to throw. Looks left. Throws left. That's going to be caught on the ground. McLaurin slipped and still was able to hold on to that one. First down and 10. Gain of 5. And that was right in front of Quinyon Mitchell.
Gosh, you're right. He slips there. He's trying to hit him on the comeback. And that's just fortunate there.
It's a good throw by Mariota. He literally put it right into the arms of Terry McLaurin. Had he overthrew him or threw it right to where he normally would be pre-slip, that would have been an incomplete pass. So Smart play there by the savvy veteran. No real pass rush threat so far from Philadelphia. 8:05 to go first quarter, 3-0 Commanders. 1st and 10, under center, handoff. This is going to be Rodriguez rumbling forward across the 30. Gets tackled by Jordan Davis and Jalen Hunt. We'll call it a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
Commanders getting a decent push continually in the run game.
And so far, line of scrimmage not being dominated by Philadelphia. We're kind of waiting for that to happen, as it happened a lot last week and really the week prior versus Justin Herbert and the Chargers. They're going to go hurry up here. Chargers. Mariota in the gun, takes the snap from the 31, play action, 4-man pressure, dumps off underneath. That's caught McNichols, and he's going to go out of bounds in front of Jalen Hunt for a gain of 3, maybe. So another 3rd down and 4-ish, depending on where that spot is coming up here. So far, the Commanders have converted on 1 3rd down. They did not convert that last time on 3rd and goal, previous possession.
Come on, defense. Another 3rd down. This is the time to do it. Shout out
3rd and
to
4.
Nick for the Let's Run It membership, too. Appreciate that.
They have the number 1 no-huddle offense in the National Football League. We'll see if Philadelphia can stay not winded on defense, as they got 4 defensive linemen. 3rd and 4. Empty him out again. Mariota to throw. Looking left. Comes back across the middle. Fires, and that's going to be caught. Jumping in the air is Treylon Burks, but there's a flag. That's a 1st down for 15, but I think there's a hold. It's coming back.
Yeah, I think it's on Jalen Hunt, or on the left tackle for Jalen, if I'm not mistaken. He's getting through, and it looked like he got held. Maybe somebody else, but we'll see.
Nakobe Dean's slow to get up here. Now he gets up and gingerly walks off the field. A couple Eagles come to check on him. That would be not good based on what Nakobe Dean has done so far this season. And yes, it's the left tackle Coleman in for Laramie Tunsil and dragging Jalen Hunt by his jersey to the ground. That's a clear hold there. Good catch in traffic by Treylon Burks. As, Philadelphia would have surrendered a 1st down, but instead it's going to be 3rd and 14. Got to like that.
Yeah, definitely the right call.
Dean finally gets off the field, very slowly walking off as trainers take a look at him, and that means Jihad Campbell is going to play some snaps here, starting with this 3rd and 14. Very interesting to keep an eye on Nakobe Dean. He seems okay, just walking slow.
Yeah.
Going to the medical tent, maybe concussion. Jihad Campbell is in, 3rd and 14. Line to gain up to the 38-yard line of the Commanders. This snap comes all the way back at the 24. Mariota to throw, 4-man pressure, still looking, steps up, he can throw, still in trouble, still running, now running to his right, still running, now he's going to fire it, and that's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. And so Philadelphia, not getting a ton of pressure, but they get a coverage stop there and a punt upcoming for the Commanders, and that is a great play and a great series by Philadelphia's defense.
Yeah, you called it there. We'd love to see the pressure a little quicker, but they do have to be mindful of Mariota's running style. And as Vic Fangio said earlier in the week, they got to stay in their pass rushing lanes. And that kind of looked like what they were doing, because they're just like standing there watching Mariota where he's about to take off and run. Jalen Hunt able to contain, and we get a good 4th down.
There we go. Good stop there. Tress Way comes in as the Commander punter, gets this one away from his own 10. Back to return as usual is Britton Covey. Got a short kick, fielded at the 25. Covey makes a man miss, makes 2, still going upended at the 37-yard line. Good block there by Smile Munden. So Philadelphia, fresh off their opening drive, 3 and out, will have the football following the commercial break. Good field position, though. Only down 3. 3-0 Commanders. We'll see what Jalen Hurts, the offense, can do here in a second.
All right. Good job, D. Answer the call. Again, now the offense can't do a 3 now. I mean, worst case scenario, cannot do a 3 now. They got to get something going. You've had extra time now. Poncho with a 2, KP cosplay. I see with the there's always the text of this, but KP with the play sheet and pin again. Yes, there's maybe somebody else. Is it a fake headset? Is he acting like somebody else?
Maybe.
There were the thoughts of somebody else that's calling plays. That was, but maybe he's taking back over.
Yeah, it certainly looked better last week. Whoever was calling the plays last week, it certainly looked better. And I think that's the big challenge today, Josh, on top of winning, because Philadelphia wins 10-0, it will still count as a win. But it's to confirm that last week was a step in the right direction and not just, a Raider football team that's tanking for Fernando Mendoza here in a couple of months with some of the worst defensive and offensive play in the National Football League. And we're going to find out today, right? Opening drive, 3 and out. Still early, kind of put in a tough position with the fumble on the opening kickoff. A lot of time left. Let's just give them a chance here in this next drive. Got to get that first down, though, as we always say.
Yes, first down, and honestly, I mean, first score. Like, you just got to kind of lift the weight off. It feels like, and understandably so, because the Eagles come into this game, it's like, hey, if we win this game, NFC East is ours, win the division, clinch the playoffs, like everything that comes with that. So you understand Washington has nothing to play for. I mean, we talked about it in the pregame. There's nothing to play for. So they're playing free. They're playing loose. And sometimes that ends up being dangerous. And I think you see that they have a lot of momentum. They got some excitement, some hype on the sideline, especially after the opening turnover. Fortunately, the defense answered the call and only held it to 3 points. But this is where the Eagles, they need to just kind of go ahead and assert their dominance now. Like, stop playing around, march down the field, put together a drive, take the lead, and also take some pressure off of yourself.
Well, and whenever you play a team with nothing to play for, all you got to do is kind of have that first knockout punch, you know? Mm-hmm. Punch them in the mouth, show them that it's not going to be easy today. They're not going to play spoiler, you know? And then hopefully get a dub. As showing to Kobe Dean again, I think that's a concussion. It's the hit on Treylon Burks. He's going into the locker room now. I would assume that is a concussion. And so, obviously, a rough loss and a bad injury, but, you know, nothing crazy as if, you know, his knee got hurt again or something like that. So, prayers for him. Hopefully he'll be okay. Back comes the Bird offense. At least they have Jahad Campbell. 6:06 to go, first quarter. They go empty now. Starting using this a lot the past couple of weeks. See what Philadelphia can do from about their own 37-yard line. Blitz potentially being shown here. No, they back out. 3-man pressure now. Hurts in a clean pocket. Fires down. That's going to be caught. There's a first down. Big
there
gainer.
We go.
There's a 15-yard strike to DeVonta Smith. Sat right in the left edge of that zone defense. And a good throw. Decisive one by Jalen Hurts. First down.
First down. No 3 and out. Into Commanders territory.
All the way to the 47-yard line of Washington. Hurts is open 2 for 2 for 23 yards. Empty again, they go hurry up. 5 wide receivers out there. Goddard at the bottom. Smitty and AJ are slot on either side. Saquon at the very top. Another 4-man pressure potentially being shown here. They do bring 4. Hurts will throw again. Dirty pocket, rolling to his right. Hurts can run. Plenty of room. Jalen Hurts has a first down and more. Slides safely across the 35 to the 32-yard line. And a big run by Jalen Hurts. That was very nice. And the Bird offense is starting to hum here a little bit.
How about that? We don't see Jalen. We have not seen Jalen run as often. We saw it more last week, but even then was somewhat hesitant at times. That is what makes him so good. When he's doing that right there, he's the dual threat, and it's the best thing ever when you spread him out and empty because you have to make them account for everyone else, and there's open lanes for Jalen to do that.
First down to the Commander 33. Birds down 3-0, 4:50 to go here, first quarter. Second drive of the night for Philadelphia. Takes the snap out of empty again. Looks left, throws left. That's caught. A.J. Brown makes a man miss. First down, A.J. Brown.
Come on.
Diving forward for a gain of 14. Philadelphia's offense, catch and run, Josh, is something that take for granted watching the Philadelphia Eagles the past couple of seasons. Not a lot the first half of the year. A.J. Brown catch and run is starting to pick up here. That's a 7-yard catch turned into a 16-yard gain.
That's his spot-on assessment there, Thomas. Leaves Bobby Wagner kind of back there with his walking cane. Bobby, a little bit older in age, hard to bring down AJ, but the yards after catch, it's a difference maker when you hit them in stride or in space.
Into the red zone, they go empty again. 4-man pressure comes. Hurts looks left, throwing into the end zone, trying to find Smitty. He dropped it. Oh, he had it. That was a beautiful toss by Jalen Hurts, and DeVonta Smith dropped it. 2nd and 10.
Oh, I said it so early because you saw him getting open. I didn't even see him getting the catch. You just saw Smitty separating there, and it's like, oh, he's got him for sure.
Harris poked it out.
Oh my gosh, that's a catch.
That's more of a drop,
always,
though. That's more of a drop. Yeah,
he makes that way more often than not.
That was a perfect throw. And Smitty knows it too. He knows it. All right, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Best red zone offense in the National Football League. They're 2 yards into the red zone of the Commander 18. Now they got to hurry, and they're going to have to burn a timeout now because they did not get lined up. And that's been a problem this season. Still, though, Philadelphia offense humming on this second drive. They should have had a touchdown there. Oh, man. All right, 4:03 commercial break following Philadelphia's timeout.
Dang it. I'll tell you what, though. I loved the play design. I loved the play design and the trickery with it because Jalen drops back there. And that's why I said as soon as he's dropped back, I was like, oh, he's got him. Because you see that Smitty goes and he delays, and it made the corner come up. And as soon as he did, he started to take off. And Jalen, as you said there too, Thomas, I mean, it's right in his hands. Everybody sees that. In the replay, you can't put it in a better spot. It's only where your guy can go up and make that. And Smitty, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, that's a touchdown.
100%. 100%. Short commercial break. Remember, it's the number 1 red zone offense. This is the 28th ranked red zone defense. Something's got to give here for Philadelphia. And it's only 2nd and 10, right? I mean, you missed the first down touchdown shot to DeVonta Smith on the drop, but still plenty of chances to continue to march here, get another first down, and put 7 points on the board. As Saquon Barkley checks in, this time as a running back. He's been spread out wide the past couple of empty looks. 4 receivers in the gun from the 18. Jalen surveying, 5 on the play clock, now puts his hands forward, stamps the right foot, calls for the football. They're going to throw. Hurts looks left, throws left, caught A.J. Brown.
Get off him.
To get the first down, and he does. First down, A.J. Brown down to the 4. Oh, my goodness, a stiff arm there from number 11. He looks good so far in this first quarter. First and goal, Philadelphia at the Commander 3.
It's so good. And again, the route concept there, you're seeing it play off each other. You create some space. AJ makes the catch, and there's not a cornerback out there that's going to keep up with AJ. When he's got a full head of steam, a chance to use a stiff arm, here we go now.
First and goal from the 3. They go shotgun again, Barkley to his left. Hurts takes a high snap, gives it in the gut of Saquon Barkley, rumbling forward. I think he touched. We'll see.
I think he's down. Did they give it to him?
They say touchdown.
Okay,
touchdown,
I think his knee hit, didn't it? I hope I'm wrong. I think it hit.
Hard to say. Let's make sure. Here's the look down the line. A simple shotgun run, and he just goes right up the middle.
Right
and
here
we're
at the
gonna look
2.
at the knee.
Yeah, it's down.
Down there. He's going to be about half a yard short. Yeah, good call, Josh. And the ball is, it's in the wrong hand, too, to be able to lean forward on that left side. Yeah, this is actually about half a yard short. This is not really that close. And they're going to review it, and they should change it pretty quickly.
By the way,
they just changed it.
Yeah, as they're going to come back, it'll be at the 1.5 yard line, 2nd and goal. Nakobe Dean, questionable to return. It's a hamstring injury from Jeff McClain.
Hamstring injury. That's interesting. I would not have expected that. Okay, well, and so they did change it as they're showing us the Saquon Barkley stats from last season against the Commanders. 100 yards in all 3 games, including the postseason. As well as 7 total touchdowns. He had 3 in the NFC title game as well. Still 4 in the previous 2.
Nuts.
All right. 2nd and goal, as they show Nick Sirianni fired up, even though he might need to wait just one more play to confirm this touchdown. Let's make sure. Punch it in here. 2nd and goal. What a drive here from the Bird offense. Can they just punch it in?
Come on. Come on, guys. We're getting Jalen with a tush push. Looks like it.
They're lining it up. Let's see what they do. From the 1, Hurts trying to go for a long count here. 2nd and goal. Still waiting. Might have gotten him to jump. And now a flag comes forward.
Oh, it's false start. Yeah.
And it's on Kylan Granson. All right. Well, I understand trying to get them to jump, but it doesn't really matter when you're at the 1 yard line, right? I mean, they're going to get Fred Johnson, actually, but. Yeah, he did. He just kind of picked his back up just a hair. Yeah, they keep an eye on those things. Commander's pointing it out, making sure that the ref saw it. So 2nd and goal now at the 6.
Don't make this more difficult on yourselves. Come on.
I know.
I'm with you, though, too. I know that it was the whole trolling in the NFC Championship, right? And then, the offsides 4 times in a row or whatever it was. But you're not doing a whole lot there. So either if you're going to run the play, run it, or do something else.
Under center, Tank Bigsby is checked in. How about that? 2 in the play clock. Take the snap. Play action. Hurts will throw. Stops. Fires right side. Smitty got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Yes!
Right down the football field, and Smitty makes up for his drop 3 plays prior. 6-3 Philadelphia. They got an extra point to make it 7. What a drive. And it looks like just as it did a week ago, Josh. Maybe 6 days. So far, so good.
Oh, yeah. That is big time there. I may pause for a second or two. I think I got a little bit ahead of you. Celebration premature. But that throw to Smitty, and that was very reminiscent, quite honestly. I love the play action, a little bit different in the sense, but that throw and where Smitty caught that reminded me of the NFC Championship on the throw to A.J. Brown for that touchdown. So What a offensive sequence there. Exactly what you needed.
Extra point up is good.
Good.
Up and good.
Okay. That means
I
we get to
also
do it.
like, Josh, using Tank Bigsby as a red zone rushing threat and a diversion. I mean, again, normally they won't even put him in there, and as soon as Tank came in, I was like, oh, they're going to give Tank a carry here. They play action it, they throw it, and man, the Eagle offense, Josh, all we wanted today was two things. A, win. B, carry on what you did last week, and while it's still early, they look pretty good.
Pretty dang good indeed. That 3-and-out, for the first possession, we'll give him a pass there, but that was really good. GLES Eagles. Let's go. Hit the like button. We got almost over 3,000 people hanging out here. Only 586 likes. What are we doing? The Eagles just scored. This is to win the NFC East in this game here. They just took the lead. Nick with a 5 as well. Guys, being a play ahead of you sucks because I want to celebrate together. Oh, almost. DeVonta, come on, AJ. You can pause it, though, Nick. I mean,
it's pause your TV. Yeah.
It's your prerogative. If you want to stay ahead, that's perfectly fine. But you can pause it, and we're trying to give you as much up-to-date. You can see the time, which I'm updating on the scoreboard, keeping it as up-to-date as I can. So, if you want to sync up that way. But totally understand. Man, that was exactly what we...
Great drive.
I'm like, man, if they're gonna... And the difference, too, I would just say this, is the fact that they could overcome that penalty. I know it's only 5 yards, but I'm sorry, earlier in this season, we would be... what would have happened? There's the first and goal,
100%.
Tush push, penalty, 5 yards, and that would be the difference. It'd be like, we got to kick a field goal now. Because you run, and you get a run loss of 2 yards. Now it's 7 yards that you need, 8 yards. Incompletion, now we got to kick a field goal. So
100%.
The fact to do that, answer the call.
Yep.
Brandon with a 2. Let's go. Smitty first touchdown. Called it.
There you go.
Brandon, you are one of many, I believe. I'm
sure.
I'm going to guarantee that it's one of many. But let's see. We've got, out of the people who said DeVonta Smith.
It's got to be a lot. Got to be a lot.
All right, I got to do a couple of these just because there's several ways of saying for DeVonta,
Smitty,
but
yes.
Okay, it looks like we've got... Actually, that's not as many as I would have thought. I would have thought there'd be more. There's 72. There's still a lot, but you're one of 72.
Okay.
So, Brandon, you're one of those as long as the Eagles win. So,
yes.
Good start, but I'll be spinning for the tickets at the end of the game stream, which I forgot to do last week because it was so quickly done, and I was like, that felt weird, but I forgot about it. So, congrats, Brandon. We will see. Casey with a 2. Let's go, Skinny Batman. There you go.
Gotta like seeing Skinny Batman get involved.
Big time.
And there's the LA kick, returnable from the 4. Commanders to the 10, 15, 20. Tries to get around the edge and does not. Kylan Granson. Oh, he actually spun out of it. Wow. He should have been tackled at the 20. Instead gets to the 31. And out comes Marcus Mariota in a hole, Josh. I mean, geez, everything going wrong for Philadelphia. But instead, they're up 7-3. Gotta like that. And yes, officially it's a hamstring for Nakobe Dean. Wow, I'm surprised a hamstring, but that would be something to keep an eye on. Potentially another rest candidate for the rest of the season to get ready for the postseason.
Yep.
Looks like the Commanders lost their punt returner also to a hamstring. So a couple of early injuries, and that means your first-round draft pick, Jahad Campbell, who everyone said rookie defensive player of the year a couple weeks ago, is going to play a lot tonight. First and 10 from the 31. Mariota's open 3 for 7 for 16 yards. Rodriguez is checked in the football game as your lone setback. Now they give it to him. Going to the left side. Actually, Bill Krosky Merritt. Nice run there. He's got 10 up to the 15-yard line. And there's the rookie everybody talked about in training camp, Josh, is eventually taking over this job. I bought the hype, drafted him in my fantasy league. Total bust. And yet still shows that burst. He's very quick. A 14-yard run on first down. First and 10 up to the 45.
Yeah, last week he built some momentum, scored a touchdown. The Giants is not a good run defense at all, but finally showed out in a good run there.
They're going to run him again to the right side. This time he goes nowhere. Philadelphia's defense. I never understand why teams will give their running back a super big run and immediately run the exact same play. As if he not just ran 15 hard yards. He's got to be gassed. Runs right into the big paws of Jordan Davis for a gain of nothing. 2nd and 10.
I'm with you. The vast majority, it doesn't work. But,
works.
if I guess it's like a heat check of sorts. I don't know. Like, because in the Chicago game, it was like, yes, don't do anything but run because the Eagles defense. So I don't know if it's like testing it, going, oh, maybe we found something there. But, yeah, more often than not, it feels like it doesn't do anything.
Second down and 10 up to the Commander 44. They go shotgun this time. Check in with Rodriguez now. They're going to go play action, dump off to Debo. That's a catch out of the backfield, and he gets thrown out of bounds immediately by Cooper DeJean, Josh. Gain of 2. Debo, obviously, in his past for a different team wearing red in San Francisco, has really eaten Philadelphia's lunch, albeit even scored in that NFC title game whenever they had a quarterback go down. But since coming to the Commanders, has not done much against Philadelphia. And listen, when you're going against Cooper DeJean, you're not going to score. He's not giving up a touchdown at all this season, and they're going to be all over each other today in that slot. Here we go, 3rd and 9. 48 seconds to go, first quarter. Philadelphia trying out the football field. Line to gain is inside the Eagle territory at the 46. Mariota throw, pressure
Get home.
comes.
Got him.
He's going to roll to the right and hit BG.
Let's
Brandon
go.
Graham's got another one for the defensive tackle spot. Oh, my goodness. That's 3 in the past 2 weeks.
Come
back,
on
baby.
now.
Defensive
Are you
tackle
serious?
pass rush snaps for Brandon
What?
Graham. Gets home again. That's crazy.
He's working on the same side as Jalen Phillips. He's got the double team initially, just bull rushes Tyler Biadasz. And that's what honestly creates the pressure for Mariota to even think about running, and runs right into BG, brings him down. Look at that. That's phenomenal. And I think that'll be the end of the first quarter, I believe, because they're not going to have to snap it. So
should be.
Celebrate
Look at
with Jalen.
Celebrate with BG.
Come on
I love
now.
that.
Let's go.
I love that. Oh,
Don't tell me
man.
they aren't having fun. That's incredible. I'm loving that. 4th and 11, so they'll punt it after the break.
Wow, good
How
start.
about it?
Good
Come
start.
on. We still
start.
haven't passed 1,000 likes, though. So
That's
what are
crazy.
we doing? Drop a like
That's
on the
crazy.
stream. We appreciate it, but come on.
Oh,
Lunar
my
Wolf
goodness.
with a
This is
5.
such a good
Smitty
start.
doesn't drop those. Glad Jalen got back to him. Also agree Thomas 100% thought that Tank had it on that touchdown.
Yep. I literally, when I saw Tank in, if Tank Bigsby is in, and either Saquon is not gassed or hurt, or it's not garbage time, you think the ball's going to go to him because they never put Tank Bigsby in. And yet, for whatever reason, Josh, the offensive game plan, it started to kind of figure it out a little bit. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, and I was so worried going into this football game being like, maybe they're going to revert, right? And they still could. You know, they score 0 points the rest of the way. They will have reverted.
Yep.
But it sure seems like they have started to figure things out just a little bit.
Just a little.
The past 2
Just
weeks.
a little bit. Yep. We'll buy into it a little bit. TC with the 10 bomb, keeping it positive energy. Let's go. We appreciate that too. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
And everybody is now. We've surpassed 1,000 likes between the streams. 1,076.
There we go.
So that was much appreciated. Tyler with a 2. 5 wide is working. Don't go away from it. QB1 got it. Yes. Empty.
Under center and 5 wide and play action. That's all you need.
And I love the fact that KP or whoever you want to believe is calling plays, they adjusted from that first series of going, okay, hey, Washington is trying to sell out to stop the run. And they showed that they were going to. So you know what you do when they're going to, just spread them out. You went empty for, 5 straight plays, and Jalen just carves them up. So there's always an answer for that. And there's a reason that Washington has given up a lot of big plays and a lot of yards on the ground, through the air in general. CJ with a 5. Let's go Birds. That's how you play offense. Keep this up, and we can win it all. Also need 11 more rushing yards from Hurts for the play to hit. That's okay. Quick from those, but
there you go.
Taking off, getting yardage early.
Not bad. I personally would love 2 more catches from Deebo Samuel. We could hit something big here. But we'll see. Got to be first half catches,
already?
though. I don't feel too good about them. But
is that all you need? Is that what you're saying? Or you have other
first
things?
half catches? No, I need literally that. First half catches. I've hit everything else. So, but we'll see here.
What was that already? What was
Jalen run, Bill Krosky run, Jalen touchdown. McNichols, I think, needs 1 more carry actually too. So him and Deebo, a couple more touches. Yeah, the Jalen run was big, and the Krosky Merritt one too. Either way, my bets don't matter. What matters is Philadelphia returning this punt as Cubby waves the right hand and catches it at the 10. And so they got to go 90 now to punch it back in the end zone. 14:54 to go as Jalen comes trotting back out. And that last drive, Josh, they show us the highlights. Decisive with the football. You feel like early in this season, Josh, if the first read wasn't there, the panic would go ahead and set in. Now the first reads are there, and even when they're not, Jalen is looking absolutely decisive running the football as well. and he's putting the ball right where they needed to be. All of those were accurate passes. He's opened up 5 for 6 for 59 yards and a touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Extremely efficient. Lunar Wolf with a 5 from Iowa. So glad to hear Coop in Philly. Go Hawks, go Birds.
Yep. We are grateful for you to give them to us, Mr. Iowa fan. That would be great.
Poncho with a 2 also as we're getting ready. Repeat runs, yet KP calls Super Bowl end zone 2 times a drive.
Yes, he does. He's good in the red zone. He's really good in the red zone. 1st and 10 pass. Blitz comes. Hurts steps up. Fires it right side. That's going to be go. He just missed A.J. Brown. That would have been a big gainer for 15. Did A.J. slip there? He kind of was stumbling as he was going for that football. Jalen had pressure in his face, but either way, that's a big miss, and their first big miss of the afternoon, 2nd and 10. He had him.
Yeah, it's hard to say. And sorry, I didn't update the down distance there. People wonder why I said 4th and 11. It is 2nd and 10 now, officially. But yeah, I couldn't see from the replay. We've seen a couple other guys, though, slip. It makes me wonder if he did.
Yeah, it's still kind of muggy. It's not raining, yet still wet out there. Ugly day at the stadium that normally has an ugly field. 2nd and 10, 14:49 to go, second quarter. Empty again. Run the play clock down to 1. Take the snap. 4-man pressure. Hurts is going to roll out of some pressure to the right.
Oh, my gosh. He's got some room there.
He's got a first down and more. There's a 15-yard run. And eventually, they need to start spying Jalen Hurts, Josh, because, my goodness, he is carving them up with his legs. Another big gainer. First down.
That is as easy as you like. I mean, and this is, again, running empty. Go empty. It puts the defense in a bind. You say, hey, are you going to guard us all? Then who's going to count for Jalen? Jalen's not gotten an easier 15 yards maybe in his life. He doesn't have to even run full speed.
People playing man coverage. You don't want to do that against Philadelphia. First down, shotgun run. There's Saquon Barkley, right side, big hole. Saquon.
There we go.
Forward for 9. He got just short of the line to gain. The Eagle offense, I mean, really, ever since Jalen Hurts came in, it feels like a snowball at the top of a mountain. If you could just get it going in games like this, it's going to pick up speed and get stronger and stronger. And now they go hurry up after that first down. Saquon, 50 yards from 1,000 this season. Maybe he gets it today. Let's see. 2nd and 1. Shotgun. 3 receivers all at the bottom. All 3 of them wide receivers with Dotson in the middle. Hurts checks something at the line of scrimmage. Barkley to his right. Hurts stamps the right foot, puts the right arms forward. Takes that snap with 4 to go. They're going to go toss right Saquon. First down and a lot more. There goes Saquon, stiff-arming a man and falls forward to the 40. There's a 6-yard gain on 2nd and 1. First down, Philadelphia. Another good run there by Saquon Barkley.
Okay, this is going to be greedy, I know, because the 6-yard carry and it's a first down. But Tyler Steen, what are you doing? He whiffs on a corner. Like if it's a defensive lineman, we've seen that all year, so I'm used to it. He misses on a corner block, and Saquon
could have been a lot more.
Probably at least another 5 or 10 yards.
Beggars can't be choosers, though, Josh, especially early on in this season. First down, either way, at the Eagle 40. Now they go back to under center. No, actually, they're going to be in the shotgun. Hurts takes the snap. They're going to go another run. This one is Saquon Barkley. Spins forward and didn't get much. Let's call it 2. 2nd down and 8 upcoming. 12:45 to go here, second quarter.
All right, we like the balance so far.
Yes, we do. Very good balance so far. Very good balance so far. And it's been successful. They're averaging, probably almost 8 yards a play right now. And so far, they've been clean as they're showing us the penalties. Most in the NFL pre-snap so far, just 1. And it didn't really hurt them because they still scored on that same exact drive. All right, from the 42, Hurts empty again. 7 on the play clock. 6, 5, 4. Now he's going to take the snap with a 4-man pressure. Looking right. Still looking. Now fires across the middle. A.J. Brown, big catch. There goes A.J. Brown
baby.
on the slant to the 40. A.J. still going 35. He gets upended at the 33. That is a strong catch from number 11 in traffic. An even better throw from Jalen Hurts. And the run after catch from number 11 strikes again. Big gainer.
There it is. 24 yards on that play. But, Thomas, that's only, 6 yards? And then the yards after catch? We keep saying it today. Threading the needle on that one. But this is what the offense has been lacking. The completion and then allow the guys to go and make plays beyond that.
3 catches for 55 yards for A.J. Brown. We got to talk about that route design too, Josh, in a second. They go hurry up. They're going to run it. Saquon tries to go to the right side, doesn't get it. I think that was what Peyton Manning calls a Dino. I've never seen A.J. run that. Out and then comes back across the middle of the field. That's a unique one and an incredible catch in traffic. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Oh, my
And then there's no one near him. They're playing man coverage right now, and the Eagles are absolutely shredding him.
It's a great call though on that route, Thomas, because as you said in the past, that would have been AJ Brown going out, which was very well covered, and that's it. Like then there's nowhere for Hurts to go. But it was an extension of the play because like, okay, what if that's not to be there, and Jalen still keeps on him? Such a good play.
2nd and 10 from the Commander 34. 1 on the play clock. Take the snap. They're going to run Saquon out of the gun. Oh, he scored through. First down.
Oh.
Somersaults forward. We'll see where his knee was down. And they are
That's a first down.
absolutely shredding the Commander defense right now, and they're going to go hurry up. KP's in his bag. That's a first down.
Is, yeah. And there you go. Great. Oh, my. The block from Goddard there is insane to seal that off. I mean, kudos to all the rest of the guys, but when Goddard is going over there and pulling, it's a little bit of a difference maker between him and a Grant Calcaterra. Saquon picking up a 10-yard gain, 10+.
Wow.
Let's go.
And now there's an injured Washington defensive lineman.
Boy.
Is that Deron Payne, I believe? It is. That'd be a big loss as he gingerly walks off the field. Keep an eye on that
Hopefully
one. But
okay,
for a defensive line that's getting gashed right now, not something you want to see. 8th season out of Alabama. Very good interior defensive lineman. 1st and 10, though, Philadelphia. Clock stops due to the injury, excuse me. Now it gets started. 10-19, 10-18, 10-17 to go as Philadelphia back-to-back drives into the Commander side of the football field. See what they got here. This is going to be play number 9 of a drive that's taken 446, 66 yards. Started back at their own 10. Hurts barks out commands from the gun. Saquon to his left. 2 tight end looks tight to the bottom of the formation. Stamp the right foot, take the snap, pop pass. There goes Smitty on an end around, and that did not work at all. They tried that last week for the same result. Not so good on the little jet toss, I guess is what you would call it, out of the slot. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, doesn't work execution-wise. I don't mind the play, maybe setting up for something else, but yeah, if you continue to have that type of result, that's really, I mean, nobody picked up McGee. He just comes flying through there. It's not even really a missed block.
Calcaterra ran right by him. No surprise as they keep using him as a blocker. It doesn't really work. All right, 2nd and 11 from the Commander 25, working right to left. Blitz coming. Now they back out of it. Hurts to throw. Fade route, left side. AJ, oh, he just missed him a little bit and couldn't toe tap it. That ball left Hurts' arm just a little weird. That would have been a really nice toss right over the cornerback and incomplete 3rd and 11. That's just a little bit of a miss there.
Yeah, I'd want to see again coming from Jalen. It's a little wobbly there. I know that Luvu was in the passing lane. I don't know that he had to loft it as much, though, did he? It feels like he
probably
could have put a little more velocity on it.
I agree. That's a miss. They've had 2 of those so far today, and yet the offense still has a chance here. Play number 11. Got to get 11 yards. 9:14 to go. Clock is stopped. Will Shipley checks into the game on 3rd down and 11. Hurts in the gun, takes the snap. 4-man pressure comes. Puts his right foot in the ground, fires, and drop. There's a good play by the cornerback. Broke it up right in front of A.J. Brown, and they will kick a field goal here following a very, very promising drive. We'll take it.
Yeah.
But a little bit of a stall there once you got close to the red zone. Try to get A.J. on a slant.
You know, and it's frustrating that drive ends there, but I do like the fact that it's a throw over the middle to AJ. It's really good coverage. But, I mean, from what we've seen other routes and other potentials in the past, that's not the worst option.
All right, here comes a 43-yarder that is missed by Jake Elliott to the left. Yikes.
Special teams not been good today.
Pretty sure-footed earlier in the season. He missed a big one in the Charger game, and this one's just angled a little left. Not close. Okay, well, that's a bummer.
Well, that's now 6 points that special teams have given up, basically. I mean, 3 from the opening kickoff and then 3 right there.
Yep, it's a great point. Commercial break. All right, well, that's a bummer. That was a really good drive. Very good drive.
That was going to, it looked like it was going to be a touchdown and ends up being nothing at all. Okay, well, should have gotten more. There's still optimism from it, I guess. But Michael with a 5, go to each channel and like it. If everyone does that, that'd be twice as many likes as views. Hey, there you go. Come on, y'all. Show
there you go.
Love.
Good idea.
That's true. You could have, instead of the 3,600 people here, we could have whatever that math is, 7,000 likes. If everybody wants to quickly drop on both, we would take that. Corey with a 2, so many ways to spell Smitty, go grab mine. Okay, well, you are in there out of the 72 others that pick Smitty. You just got to get the win. As long as the Eagles take care of business, then I'll spin for that at the end. Brandon with a 2 also. You all have thumbs like both streams. Go Birds. See, we're getting a couple of those, and we appreciate that. Also got Chris with a 20 bomb. Dude, appreciate that. So not sure if I told you guys, but I've completely stopped listening to the announcers calling the game. I'm watching live, but listening to you instead of the telecast. You guys rock. Thomas, great job on the play-by-play.
We appreciate that. We appreciate that. I was at Bible study on Tuesday. Shout out to Justin from Bible study. He says he does the same thing. Not even an Eagle fan. And he just,
really? There you go.
The beautiful sound of my voice. It just echoes throughout homes across America. I don't understand why, but people do. And so we appreciate you guys nonetheless. So shout out everybody watching along on TV.
There you go. Thank you, Chris. Very much appreciated. Eric the Red with a 5 also. If we win today, how do you play resting starters both weeks just for the Bills? I think we said it earlier, but you still probably play them against the Bills, and then you just say week 18, to rest the guys. I don't think that you want the multiple week rest, and it feels like there's the rust factor that then comes into play as well, but I think they play against the Bills.
I totally agree, and the Buffalo would be such an incredible game to get momentum, a great litmus test as well, and a chance for Philadelphia, if they can hold on today, hopefully look good. They've dominated this football game despite being up 7-3. Beat Buffalo and then rest starters, and Philadelphia will, in everybody's minds, be a serious threat for the NFC playoffs. Either way, they've got to, hang on here. Only up 4 following the Jake Elliott miss after that really good Eagle drive on offense.
Mm-hmm.
At the 33 of the Commanders, it's like Krosky Merritt is checked back into the football game. They're going to go throw, though, as Mariota loads up. Deep ball trying to find McLaurin. Got it right in front of Adoree Jackson. That's a big strike. Up to the Eagle 25. And Adoree has been fantastic the past couple of weeks, and maybe want to put Q on McLaurin the rest of the night. That's a really good throw and catch. Ran right by him.
Yep. Just a little stutter, and that gets him. Adoree beat from the get-go. McLaurin had a deep bomb for a touchdown last week against the Giants, so there's another one.
He's been off the injury report the past couple of weeks. They go run to Krosky Merritt up the middle, and he's going to get 3. But McLaurin is finally healthy. He got that $30 million contract, didn't play like the first half of the season, and finally comes back. Adoree closed. I mean, he got back to this football, just couldn't get the right arm punched up through, and, well, that's why you got to make field goals, Josh, because suddenly Washington could tie this football game. Well, not tie it up. They could take the lead.
Yeah. That's true. 3 for 53 now after that bomb to McLaurin.
2nd and 8. This is going to be a quick throw across the middle. Deebo Samuel, catch and run. Blockers in front. Gets through a man on a first down. Up to the 10. Stiff arms Quinyon Mitchell, and then brought down sure-handedly there by, looked like Reed Blankenship, but that's a big gainer on a crossing route to Deebo Samuel. And that'll be a first down, gain of 15. That's a good play design.
Yeah, I got a lot of blockers there, too. Like you said, with the yards after catch. Hard to get in there and make a tackle. Defense is going to have to get another red zone stop.
100%. Oh, man. All right, well, this is what the Commanders can do. They are a pesky 4-win football team, one of the better ones. Good drive so far by Marcus Mariota. Deebo checks out. Krosky Merritt back in. Under center with multiple tight ends from the Bird 11. They're going to go Krosky Merritt run up the middle. Big gainer there. He's going to get 7 and then gets thrown down by a couple of Eagles. Marcus Epps mixed into the group as well. And so it'll be 2nd and 3. They can get a first down at the 1, but they're at the Eagle 4.
They are getting a push in the run game. I mean, they got a couple explosive plays now passing-wise, but we've seen multiple runs, especially with Krosky Merritt.
Yeah, they haven't run Bill Krosky that much this season, but he's in there again on 2nd and 3. From the Eagle 4, under center goes Mariota. Takes the snap. They're going to give the Bill, running right side. BG gets in the backfield, and they're going to get a stop there. He got maybe, a loss of 2? He would have been a loss of 5, but Brandon Graham blew that one up. Fountain of Youth. I did not expect Brandon Graham coming back. We talked to him the week before he officially made the announcement.
Yeah.
I just didn't think he would have this amount of power. He looks stronger than he did last season, some way, somehow. And he's had some pretty impressive snaps. That one came on 2nd down. He stays in on 3rd and 4, and they're going to go hurry up. Shotgun. BG had defensive tackle next to Moro Jomo with Nolan Smith and Jalen Phillips. They get a first down at the Eagle 1. Krosky Merritt to the left of Mariota in the gun. Call for the football. They're going to run it. Up the middle. Did not. No, he broke a tackle. He got a first down. Oh, no. First down at the 1. He got hit. It would have not been enough and fell forward, and first and goal now.
Yep. Man, that's so frustrating. They got a great opportunity there. The fact that they run it, you kind of figure they're going for it on 4-down territory anyway. But, man, if you could get that first hit, that first tackle, bring him down, bring up a 4th and goal, now it's 1st and goal from the 1.
Krosky Merritt's going to go ahead and stay in, and now they're going to measure, I think. They're signaling an official timeout. 5:23 to go second quarter. Still waiting to hear a call here. I'm not sure what the decision is. Replay assist says he's short. Really? Wow. So, yeah, look, that knee was down. Good tackle by Zach Bond. Okay.
Whoa.
So he is short.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
So what do they do now?
There. 4th down, 4th and inches. They're obviously got to go for it, right? At least you would think.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
The fact that replay assist can see that and design it was even even with his knee down.
I know.
That's crazy close there, but okay, now it's literally 4th and like an inch.
They got to stop on 3rd down in the red zone previously. Here's 4th and 1, and there's going to be a challenge flag now from the Commanders. I was like, what's that red little dot flying in there? And the Commanders are going to throw the challenge flag. You would think after replay assist,
I was going to say,
can he challenge it?
Can he challenge that?
Why would you do that? If it was replay assisted to say that it wasn't good enough, as now they're going to stop and take a look. That's interesting.
I didn't know that you could challenge
I didn't know you could do that.
I figured that the replay assist is supposed to be... Because what does that say, right? Like, if they challenge this and then it gets overturned, then it's replay assist is never right? Or, like, we could always question it?
That's a great point.
That is a
great point. That's a great point.
Matt with a 20. Appreciate this. Diaper Fund.
Thank you.
Misspelling.
Thank you for
He's driving around, but Diaper Fund. We got that.
Yep.
Garrett with a 5 also. Jake hasn't been clutch since the Bills' rain game, it seems like. Maybe it's time to move on after this year.
I don't know. Maybe. There's definitely an argument for it, for sure.
It's weird. We said that last year, and then, he showed up finally in the Super Bowl. But Lunar Wolf with a 2. I'm fine if we get rid of Jake soon, please. Okay, so there's multiple of these that I'm just getting to. But Christopher with a 2 also. Good to see the lack of consistency is back, I think, in terms of special teams, perhaps.
Yep. These special teams.
Teddy with a 2, also listening here and watching the game on mute. So we got lots of these people here.
There you go. Shout out to you. Thank you very much. There
we go. Canucks Briggs with the 10 bomb here. Thank you as well. Says, honestly, they are going to look like crap in certain areas because they're facing division rival. It really sucks, but the Eagles are going to have to bring their A game, like, seriously.
Yeah, maybe a truer statement has not been said today. Is that they've got to, play 4 quarters and get this win. They're probably about to be down unless they get a stop on 4th down here. And they got to bounce back. Offenses look good. Defenses look good. Just, Commanders have good players. And that's why they were, in many people's eyes, a favorite in the NFC this season before all the Jaden Daniels nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah, they were thought to at least have a lot more success than they have. And, this is their opportunity. You know that if there's any game remaining on the Commanders' schedule, this was like the last hoorah of Dan Quinn getting the guys fired up, saying, look, we got Philly coming here in our house. They embarrassed us the last time. It's the first time that we've seen them since the NFC Championship. So it's not a surprise to see that they're playing with lots of emotion, lots of passion, lots of energy, and the Eagles are going to have to weather that. They're going to have to play really well, like Canuck said there. Zarvent, welcome to Let's Run It. I think you're a re-up on that, but appreciate that.
Call stands.
Okay.
So, what a shocker. Replay assist got it right. Okay.
Go figure. If you
they're
want to
still
challenge
going
it,
for
you can, but it's a
Here
loss
we go.
of
4th
timeout.
and 1. They can get a first down. Boy, this would be a big chance for Philadelphia's defense to get a stop. What do you call here? Not a big tush-push team. They go under center.
Come on, get a stop.
They bring in McNichols, or Rodriguez is now the lone setback.
Get a push.
Motion the tight end, take the snap. They're going to run Rodriguez up the middle. Got it. I think he's going to have a touchdown. We'll see. No, he got a first down, but nothing more. So he's a yard short.
Okay.
But they're at the half-yard line. So feels like they're about to punch this one in.
Yeah, they at least got the first down, like you said. Man, that is...
Yeah,
trying to get a push there, and they get cleared out. It almost looked like they sold out that the run play was going to be to the right side, and it ended up being left. But Jordan Davis and it was hard to tell who. I think it was Jordan Davis and Byron Young like shifted over to the left before the snap, and I don't know if that's like a last second change or something they saw, but it made it much easier on the Commanders.
First and goal, Krosky Merritt's going to get this run up the middle, and he didn't get it, actually. He got stuffed right at the 1.
Mm-hmm.
And no, he barely got back to the line to gain. So second and goal from the 1. A lot of snaps inside the Bird red zone to kind of run this clock down here in the second quarter. 4:17, still running now. Birds holding on to a 4-point lead by about 6 inches.
Come on. They're clearly trying to run against JD, but look at that play. Jordan Davis just wins that matchup.
He's so good. Second and goal, same formation. Krosky Merritt, the lone setback. Traylon Burks comes in tight. Mariota takes the snap up the middle.
He didn't get it.
That time, he didn't get it. Right into Jordan Davis.
Oh, but they're going to give him...
Oh, no. Did they shove him forward? Oh, come on. What about forward progress? They got stopped. This is either touchdown.
They're going to give that
touchdown.
to... Was it...
I thought he was stopped.
I thought he was stopped, too. I mean, he eventually got it, yeah, because there was like pushed him down, and he couldn't hit the ground because there were too many bodies there, but wow, he's really going to get that.
That's crazy. I thought for sure that would have been forward progress stop. He gets right into the arms of Jordan Davis and then push the football across, I guess, because that should be stopped right there, right? How much longer do you have to shove him?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was stopped initially, but...
It's very interesting. I mean, I thought that was a really good play by Morris Jomo and Jordan Davis. And they ruled a touchdown. So Philadelphia obviously doesn't have to challenge because they will recheck it because it was a score, and they're kicking an extra point. So a good drive there by the Commanders, retake the lead. Comes the extra point from Jake Moody. Snap, kick up, and good. 10-7, Washington. 3:40 to go, second quarter. So you got a 3-minute drive upcoming, Josh, but you also received the opening kickoff, which you fumbled, and so now they have a chance to, the Commanders, I mean, basically double up is what this is. Basically double it up, because they will get the football to start the third quarter.
Yep, unfortunately, that's what we said. You get kind of steal the possession there, so this is a very important 3 minutes and 40 seconds for Jalen Hurts in the offense, because, I mean, if you don't get any points, then obviously you're already looking at a 3-point deficit, maybe more if you give the ball back to Washington quickly, and then, as you said, they're going to get it to start the second half.
Yep, 100%.
Hate to see that too. Man, the defense a little suspect. I mean, giving up more plays than I expected. You know, I mean, Dory Jackson bit more getting burned on a deep ball.
Pressure hasn't been there.
No, pressure's not been there. The running game's been, I guess, just keeping off balance enough. The Eagles have held them to 3.5 a carry, so it's not like they're getting gashed like they were against Chicago, even though it does feel like with a couple of the longer runs that they've had. But ultimately, I mean, nothing major except for the turnover, as we saw with the 3 points, and then the 40-yard pass to Terry McLaurin.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Philadelphia, they feel like they've dominated this game, and yet the miss by Jake Elliott and then everything you just mentioned, they need to drive here. Feel like they should have a lot more than just 7 points. That's for sure.
But got 3 minutes and 40 seconds, so we're fine. We're good. Offense has been showing a whole lot of promise so far today. So for everything else, they have done really well. They're 0 for 2 on third downs, so they haven't been great when they get to third down, but they haven't gotten too many third downs. So that is the benefit. But 6.7 yards per play, getting 6 yards of rush, that's something we've not seen very often this year. So keep leaning on that. Penalties, neither team having issues there. 2 for 9 for the Eagles, 1 for 10 for the Commanders. Just answer the call after the break. Come on.
Yep. Got to go down and score here.
Got a 2 from Obey the Rich, I believe, with a "Why do we make it so difficult all the time?" and a crying emoji.
Yeah, it hasn't felt that difficult. It's just hasn't gone their way yet. They haven't been able to kind of take over. They went down and scored in that previous drive, and even kick the field goal, but get 7 points, it might feel a little different. But defense got to hold up their end of the bargain, giving up more points already than they did last week because it was a goose egg. 10-7 Commanders, kick underway. This is going to be returnable in the end zone. Oh, no, he's going to have to return it. There's a mistake by Will Shipley. 10, 15, 20, and rough afternoon from Will Shipley up to the 19. He kind of in that no-man's zone where he needed to kneel it down and kind of fell forward and had to return it. And so, rough afternoon for Will. Long way to go.
Yep, not a good game. Man, he is just... Yeah, they're showing it again, too, but...
I think he had to go because his foot crossed, so I think he made the right decision.
Yeah.
He just needed to just make the decision a little bit faster was kind of the problem there.
Yeah, I think he could have, on that first catch, because Covey was sitting there telling him, like, just stay down. I think on that first catch, he might have been able to, but then his momentum carried him across the line.
Here we go. 1st and 10, 36 to go, second quarter. Hurts will take a shotgun snap. They'll run Saquon up the middle, and he squirts through for 5. That's a good run there on first down. You like 2nd and 5 versus 2nd and 10 like they had so often before, really, last week. And that clock continues to run now. Both teams have at least a timeout. Philly has 2. Commanders have 1. 3:18, 3:17, 3:16. They go no huddle now. Shotgun. Barkley to Hurts' right. Hurts takes the snap, play action, 4-man pressure, steps up, fires left side, caught. That's A.J. Brown, first down, and then fumbles out of bounds. Frankie Louvu shoved him, but not after a gain of about 10, and that will move the chains and not stop the clock because we're not under 2 minutes yet, but it is a first down. Under 3 to go.
Once again, just taking what the defense gives them, having the answers. It does look like a confident offense, even though we're looking at just 7 points in this first half.
4 for 63 for A.J. Brown. Hurts is 8 for 12 and a touchdown. First down at the Eagle, 31. Dotson comes in a shallow motion to the near side, then goes back to the top. Hurts takes the snap. They're going to run Saquon, full head of steam, and he's hitting these holes hard, gain of 7. That was something Saquon did early in the season, Josh. Kind of bounced a little bit too much. He seemed to be trying to break a touchdown every single play and would get kind of caught on his own, head a little bit. Now he's hitting holes like Tank Bigsby has been. And that's a gain of 7. They go hurry up with 2:15 to go here, second quarter. Line to gain, the Eagle 41. Hurts barks out commands of the offensive line on 2nd and 3. 2:09, 2:08. They don't have to snap it. I think they should, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like they're going to. 2nd and 4, and they are not. 2-minute warning. Okay, so.
That's odd a little bit, but.
They were lined up. I would have gone, but 2-minute warning either way.
Seen that quite a bit this season, so. All right, well, moving the ball, though, at least. 2nd and 3.
Ball. Yep.
I'm going to run use the restroom actually real quick on this break.
Go for it. Go for it. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Oh, man. All right, so commercial break. Got to get some points here. And obviously, maybe have to get a little closer because of Jake the Miss so far today. Like to at least have it tied at halftime. At least have it tied. But I think there's been a lot of promise. I think that's kind of the main kicker is the fact that, previous games you were down 10-7 at the half, but the offense looked anemic. The offense looks great today. They just, haven't quite had it yet. Or haven't put together multiple scoring drives. They should have had 2, but they only have 1. Oh, excuse me. All right, this weird 5 o'clock kickoff. I don't know about you guys. It's not a fan. I'm so glad most NFL games aren't like this, but just pick a time. 1 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock, or 7 o'clock. 5 o'clock is so weird. It's going to end at like 8, and then I guess walk right into Packers-Bears, which, by the way, Chicago has to lose twice. Philadelphia also needs Green Bay to lose once the rest of the way to secure the number 2 seed. Obviously, Philly wins out as well in that scenario. So people wondering who to root for tonight. You technically root for the Packers, but doesn't really matter. But I think you root for the Packers tonight. So that's what I'm going to do. We're still on commercial break. The 2-minute warning. Philly will have 2 timeouts when we come back from this one. So plenty of options, or I should say plenty of time to go and hopefully do something.
Hopefully so. We need it. I don't know if you get on these super chats while I was gone. Or, okay, we got a couple of these here. Shout out to Brian with a 2. Dean being hurt, the defense isn't the same. That's a great point. The run defense especially, even though 3.5, you're just seeing kind of a little bit more holes, a little bit more of an area to attack there. N'Kobe Dean 100% makes a difference in all phases, but especially the run D. So that's a good point. Also, Nick with a 2, still using can't block Atera to block. Are we worried?
They are.
That's something they're not going to quit for some reason.
No.
Last ones are coming back, and I'll get to the others, though. Smack Game with a 10. Eagles offense playing well. Eagles fans still complaining. Stop crying in the chat. Y'all chill out. Well, this is, it's a typical game day. You understand.
It's a big win.
It is.
Big game. They need this win. Second and 3. Officially got up there. There we go. 2 minutes to go. From the Eagle 39. Hurts in the gun. Takes the snap. Blitz coming up the middle. Jalen bails out. Goes to the right. Dumps off underneath. Caught wide open. A.J. Brown first down. Puts his foot in the ground and gets up to the 45-yard line. And there's number 11. I don't know how he gets lost when you're trying to cover. He seems to be someone you want to keep an eye on, but Hurts found him and a good roll out there with some pressure in his face. And they keep moving quickly here as they are up to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. They go hurry up. 135, 134, 130 to go in the first half. Hurts, shotgun, take the snap. 5-man pressure comes again. Very clean pocket. Steps up now. Now he can run. Hurts is going to break 1 tackle and slide safely for a gain of 3. That was the right decision. Looked like a spy was standing right in his face. So 2nd down and 7. And you do have 2 timeouts. I know they keep going hurry up, but eventually you don't want to take these with you because you can't. I wouldn't mind burning one there. They choose not to. 109 to go. 108, 107. 2nd and 7. Line to gain would be at the 46-yard line of the Commanders. Hurts takes another shotgun snap with a 4-man pressure, throws, that's caught. A.J. Brown, first down, right at the line to gain, pops up real quick, and another pitch and catch to number 11, and they still aren't burning a timeout, I guess? No, doesn't look like it.
That's interesting. I might have used one there because you're into the territory, but...
They are into Commander territory at the 45. Hurts takes a snap again with a 4-man pressure, clock running, stops, throws, right side, Brown, that's another catch. This one short of the line to gain, but good for 7, and that will stop the clock. 35 seconds left. How many is that? Is that 6, 7 for A.J. Brown in the in the first half here? Something like that. He's been absolutely phenomenal, and Hurts has been locked into him all game long.
7 for 82 in the first half.
Wow. Okay. That one was good for 7, so 2nd and 3. Will Shipley checks back in. They they like him a little more blocking-wise than Tank Bigsby, I guess, but looks like no Tank carries here in the first half. Hurts is 11 of 15 for 108 and a touchdown. He's been red hot so far in this really past 3 drives. Out to the Commander 38. 3 yards to get a first down on 2nd and 3. Hurts takes a snap, 4-man pressure, backpedaling, steps up. He's going to get hit, drop the football on the ground, picks it up. He can run with it now. Hurts is going to stiff arm a man and go out of bounds. He lost a bunch of yards, but he did not
timeout.
Fumble, and they do call a timeout there, and it'll be 3rd down and probably close to 10. That was scary.
Yeah, at least it's not a fumble and a lost football there. But, man, now you're going to be backed up to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that went right back into the arms. That was scary. Should have been illegal hands to the face there, though, on Landon Dickerson. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. And, yeah, Hurts is allowed to advance it because it was knocked out of his hands. And he didn't really advance it much further because he got tackled immediately. But, all right, well, not finishing drives yet. Missed field goal in the previous possession. Now a 3rd down. Let's see how long it is, though. We don't have an official call yet. It's 3rd and 8. So the good news is you had a positive first down play.
Yeah, so this is your standard 3rd down play you're used to.
They still have a timeout. Come on, guys. Jake Elliott warming up on the sideline. He missed one earlier.
If it's me here, I'm attacking the middle of the field because you know that Washington's more than likely going to give you something to the middle because of time-wise, and then just be willing to use your timeout.
3rd and 8, shotgun, 1 on the play clock. Hurts takes the snap. 4-man pressure, fires to the middle, caught A.J. Brown, but they're short. I think they're just trying to get into field goal range there. I don't necessarily love that play call, Josh. Like you said, attack the middle of the field, but I would have gone for a first down. They do burn a timeout, though, and the offense is staying out. It's 4th and 4. I know the Commanders took a timeout.
Okay. I guess they're
in field goal range.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean,
for a miss?
They're hoping for a miss, and then the Commanders would still have maybe a chance for one play, and then they could kick a field goal if they're able to complete a pass, get out of bounds. It's just a lot of hope there, but I suppose it makes sense.
Are they going for this? Do they not trust Jake Elliott that much? They are going for it. Okay, that's interesting.
Because this is it would be from the 44.
Yeah, so what, 54?
Or that was a completion up to what, the 40?
I don't know. I don't have a
What are we
camera
talking
angle
about?
yet.
39, 40? Let's see where it is. It's at the...
It's 50 plus from here for sure.
Yeah. So it would have been like a 56-yard field goal, 56, 57.
Yeah. Jake's of the pass. They would have kicked that. 4th and 4, they're going. Hurts, shotgun. Well, are they going to go? 2 on the play clock, 1 on the play clock. They are not going to snap the football. And now they burn a timeout, and now I guess they will kick it. So they were trying to hopefully get a jump there and make this easier for Jake Elliott. And then instead now we will hope the right leg is good from 54. Don't start 0-2, please.
Oh, boy.
Do not start 0-2.
Distance-wise, we know that's not a problem for Jake. It's the directional aspect that has really been suspect the last couple weeks. So
yeah, for sure. For sure.
Come on,
for
Jake.
Sure.
Make things right.
Here we go. 57, actually, not 54. Okay. He is 4 for 7 from 50-plus this season. That's 57%. He missed a 48-yarder earlier in this game. Just to the left.
Not much wind.
From the left hash to tie this football game with 18 seconds left. Snap, hold, kick up. It looks like it's going to go left. He missed it the exact same area. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. 0 for 2. There's a flag, though.
Oh, there's a flag on Washington.
No way.
Oh, my gosh. I think this is going to be on Washington. And
they were offsides. Holy cow.
Oh, my gosh.
And they get a first down, but with no timeouts. I think they just let Jake kick it again. That's a big miss.
Yeah,
that's a big penalty. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's, man, 2 misses,
Is he offsides?
Though. We need a down the line angle. It's impossible to tell right there, but that's...
Wow. Okay, now, Jake, do not miss your 3rd kick of the first half, please. They're giving you a free shot here. This will be 52. Yeah. And now the offense is back out. Okay, what's going on? Oh, my goodness.
Well, so, I figure what you're doing here, right? You take a snap and you just launch it, like, out of bounds. You take the time off, or I guess you could see what you have. I think you can go for it
and clock, maybe. Yeah. 13 seconds left. Get closer for Jake would be my hope here. Hurts takes the snap. He's going to throw. Looking left. Loads up. Left side. That's going to be incomplete. So maybe they were trying to just run some timeout as they threw it out of bounds. 9 seconds left.
Do it one more time. You snap the ball.
Yeah, probably so.
Throw it out of bounds.
Probably so. They might be running Jake back out there. I don't know. It's so hard with the camera angles. We're not in the stadium. We could tell exactly what was going on if we weren't at the, at the behest of
okay, they're going to kick
the
it
Fox broadcast. Yeah. Now they're going to kick it. All right, so this is 57 or 52. Snap, hold, kick up, and he missed it left. Oh, my goodness, the exact same place. 3 kicks to the exact same. Just move to the right. Oh, no.
It's identical. Yeah. It's the exact same
kick. 0 for 3. 0 for 3. Unbelievable.
That's insane. You're like you said. It's the exact same trajectory. Distance is no problem at all. It is he would make it from another 10 yards back. That is insane.
And they take a knee, and
okay.
Yeah, and that's a frustrating first half because Philly, I thought, played a great first half. That's crazy. I thought they played a very, 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 very good first half offensively, and they have 7 points to show for it because Jake Elliott keeps missing. Oh, my goodness.
Yep. Worst case scenario, you would figure normally if he was accurate, it's a 13-10 game. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have the other miscue and kind of the other drive stalling, then there's a very realistic potential it'd be a 17-10 game. And that's even with the opening kickoff fumble. So, my gosh.
That is rough. It's getting rough.
Still plenty of time, obviously. Defense has been okay. They've had their moments of giving up some deeper shots, but 7 points, the way the offense, it's been solid. The offense has been, it's 6 yards per play. Man, Man, that makes no sense.
You can't play with your food today. You
No.
just cannot give the Commanders a chance. They get the ball to start the third quarter. Just do not play today. Frustrating. All right, I'm gonna go use the restroom here. First
You
half.
got it.
Be right back. Oh, that is rough.
Jason with a 2. How do I watch the game? Well, it's on Fox, so if you have one of the many options, I guess, YouTube TV, Hulu, whatever your service provider is. Unfortunately, we can't show it, so that's due to copyright, obviously. But one of these days, been hearing that the NFL is maybe, perhaps, who knows, trying to work out something with YouTube on select YouTubers being able to show the game and be streaming along. So they did it for a couple of them, I think like 2 this season. And it was like a trial run. So I don't know if they'll be continuing, but yeah, unfortunately, we cannot actually show the game, but try to give as much play-by-play and everything there. Nate with a 2. I love Ship, but we need someone else taking those. Yeah, as far as the kick returns, I mean, he had been okay, I guess. It's nothing gonna just, I don't know, break one wide open, but he'd been fine. There's Britton Covey back there. I don't know. It's just one of those turnover, and then it immediately starts to feel like a strange game, and then you miss kicks and have other opportunities that you should take advantage of. So it's always Washington. It feels like it is almost always Washington. Canucks with a 5. Why do they wait till the last moment to snap the ball? You know, it continues to be all season long. It's crazy to say it, they've been better than they have been recently, and that's still as terrible watching the game. Like, there's a ton of times that they're snapping it really late, but it's not like the Chargers game was, I think, the worst of the season. The Chargers game was like at 0 or 1 on, what was it, like 13 different plays during the game that they took the snap, and it's always in the bottom 5. But yeah, that's just something they continue to do. Not changing that part up. Brandon with a 2. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Okay. You're not getting fined. Appreciate the quote and the thought there. But the Eagles need to show up more than just a participation trophy in this one. Gosh, I mean, after that second drive with the offense going down, scoring a touchdown, take the lead 7-3, felt, all right, hey, we're good. Let's get this thing going. Defense get a stop, have some answers, and a dogfight now. Lunar Wolf with a 5. I truly do not like how we try to make teams jump off sides in the gun or run the clock down to the 2-minute warning too. Like, what the hell? It's what they've continued to do all season long. Actually, I've done it previously in other seasons, but it's more glaring whenever, you know, your offense has had some inconsistency and struggled to find itself. But you're right. Casey with a 2 also. I'm sorry, Jake, but who's your backup? I really thought that we were beyond that. I mean, early part of the year, Jake was making field goals and felt like, okay, hey, there's not as big of a deal. Last season, he was injured, so that was the reason for his misses, or at least the presumed reasons for his misses, that he had an injury that had to get dealt with in the offseason. But now, I mean, haven't heard anything. It hasn't popped up on the injury report, but struggles have certainly popped up. Garrett with the 2. We really want that in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure you're talking about Jake Elliott, but no, we don't. If that's what it's going to be. The Missy Elliott claims are returning, and probably for good reason, I suppose. But Advocate with a 2, cut Elliott at halftime, make him Uber home. 3 misses, only 2 are going to count, because he got the one freebie, but 3 misses and the same
makes
miss.
Makes it even worse. The freebie miss makes it even worse.
That's the definition of insanity for Jake. He didn't do it any differently. It was the exact same miss every time. Left. After the 2 and you get your freebie chance, you figure, if I miss this thing, miss it right. Like, if I miss it, just miss it to the right. You don't want to have the same miss every single time, but didn't change it.
Yep.
Canucks with a 5. This needs to be his last season in Philly. Don't even shake his hand. Garbage is a horrible smell to have on you.
Lowest field goal percentage of his career, 71%, and he's 5 for 15 from 50+.
So bad. That's what I was saying, though. Like, early in the season, very early, but early in the season, it was like, oh, hey, he's solid. Like, he's making some field goals. Okay, we can count on it. And then
he's healthy now.
It just shows back up again. So, yeah, health is not the the concern anymore.
It's not the problem. That's for sure. Not the problem right now.
Brian
My
with
goodness.
the 2, finding new ways to lose. Hopefully
Haven't lost
not,
yet.
but-
They played so much better than like any previous, 10-7 halftime game that we've seen. But
Yeah.
It's a little frustrating. It's definitely frustrating for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Especially the way the offense has mostly gotten the job done. And only 7 points. Lunar Wolf with the 5. AJ has my permission to do to Jake Elliott what Debo did to Moody in San Francisco.
I don't know about that, but sure.
AJ won't. He won't do that. But I guess that's fair. Mad with the 2. Jake the silly snake. Come on. He's just silly now.
Yeah, he's being very silly. Yeah, that's the word you want to use. He's been a little too silly. And again, I mean, everything else. I was talking to my wife. I was out there, if you use the bathroom, checking on the baby, and she's like, "They're playing well." I'm like, "I know, they're playing very well." Like, it just feels like I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't feel the same doom and gloom at halftime that I have in previous weeks, and yet here we are, 10-7.
Yeah,
Washington's not messing around.
Killer with a 2. Special teams selling the game right now. They are. That's why I said
the fumble for sure.
In the pregame. That's what I was like, Thomas, there's no way. Like, you look at these teams on paper, they shouldn't hang around. But special teams is the great equalizer. And if we have issues or have some, there you go. Lo and behold, a fumble on the first play. Jake Elliott misses a field goal. Jake Elliott misses another one. You get the gift of life to try again, miss it again. Like, there's no excuses for that. It's at least a 9-point dip. There's 9 points, a 9-point swing, however you want to look at it, that has taken place because of special teams. Hopefully they can overcome it. But division games in Washington or against Washington, I guess sometimes at home, but either way, against Washington, they just, for some reason, are weird. 5 from Chad. I'm sorry, they have to look for a kicker in the offseason.
They definitely will. I mean, and if it gets worse this week, they could bring in some competition this week. I mean, that's something that you could easily do.
Quite honestly, yeah, as bad as it's been with that, I don't think you necessarily have to put up with it and going, well, keep him here because he can find it. Although they did last year, and we kept saying hey, well, is he up there? And he had an injury, so that makes it even worse in a way because you're like, well, if he was injured, would you not just put him on the IR and find somebody else? So
right.
I don't know. Sometimes they're stubborn with that. 5 from David. I love you guys. Go Birds. And
go Birds. Appreciate that.
God sell Thomas. Oh, please do your duty. Need that halftime deuce goose.
He's always there. Always there. It's not what we're doing, but sure.
Never fails. Dominic with a 2. Jake, no make. Shaking my head. He's got to go. Let's go Birds.
3 misses in the first half is really rough. It's rough. It's rough.
It is. Yeah. Lacey with the 2, and see, this is what I was talking about. The commentary, the nicknames are coming back, but Missy Elliott back at it again.
He's back at it again.
That was the one.
Back at it again.
Tyler with a 10 bomb here. Blame Thomas. He said we won't score again, JK, but still, revenge the karma dude. And the AJ 80-plus yard equals loss. Narrative is on watch. No more field goals. On our side of the 50, got to be a go for it within reason.
They probably will be, yeah, unless it's like a 20-yard chip shot. I think they 100% will be, for sure. For sure.
Yep, you haven't had enough confidence now from what we've seen so far to trot him back out there. But Motorscape with 2, Dallas hurt, or did we forget he's on our team?
A great
he's fine.
Question there by Gary. Yeah, I believe that's Gary.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yep. Sorry, I don't know why I'm seeing the username, but
he was so good last week, and they haven't thrown his way yet. And yet the offensive design still looks fine. I mean, a little less under center than I think we need. I mean, that was the big revelation. They're back to empty, which works. But, I guess because they were end of the half, they were a little more in shotgun there, trying to go hurry up. But I agree, Gary. Where's Dallas Goedert? He's, the number 2 in receiving touchdowns for tight ends. He's been balling out of his mind. Let's get him involved a little bit here.
Yeah. They're taking away that read for, I don't know, I guess it's fine because, like you say, they got A.J. Brown and Smitty, so they're going to other options. But MK Fresh with a 2. Are we beating ourselves, or is Washington cooking? So I'm assuming just tuning in here, but I would say it's mostly beating our. I mean, Washington had the big play to Terry McLaurin and a little bit on the run game, but I think overall we're beating ourselves. For sure.
While also still playing well. That's what I'm trying to get across to people. This is not like, the offense, 3 and out every single drive. It's like right down the field, but it's been a little rough.
Yeah, it's like offense from that half. I would think like you give them a B plus, for the offense,
Yeah.
but special teams
Yeah,
an F
for sure.
and the defense like a C plus. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay. They held them to 3, but then they gave up a bomb and a touchdown there. So, I mean, overall, you have some areas that are doing it. Special teams has been brutal.
Yeah.
2 from Tyler, the Revere's, the karma. So that was the follow-up from his previous one. But yes, got that. Nick with a 10 bomb here. Guys, I'll admit that half really discourages me. Same old non-blocking setup on runs. Same jittery calling when things go wrong. Same bad kicks from Jay that make no sense. Move right. Give me hope. I think
I disagree.
I was going to say
ran
the first
ball
half
well.
of that is incorrect. The running game has been good, and we're looking at, what is it now? 5.8 per carry in the run game.
Yeah. It's a lot better than it
had
has
some
been,
better
guys.
runs. You're going to get some that are the inside zone, and it's just going to happen. That happened. But every team has a couple runs that it's like, okay, hey, there's a 1 yard gain or a 0, just right to the line of scrimmage. That happens. But overall, you're getting some bigger runs. You're able to open it up. And the play calling has been much improved, I think, and you're having the route options. And let's not forget, Jalen put a perfect pass on Smitty. That's execution.
Yeah.
Like a perfect pass that would have been a touchdown. So, he ends up hitting it, so you do still get the score, but they're making things a lot more difficult where it's like, you have to go and run a few more plays. And, okay, you used one of your, bullets, so to speak. It didn't result in anything. Now you have to go back to the drawing board. They're calling the right plays, and they're having some answers. It's just execution-wise is not there, and it's like stair-stepping downward in terms of offense, pretty good, defense, average, I think, and then special teams atrocious.
Yep, 100%.
Lacey with a 2. We need touchdowns. Missy Elliott cost us 6 points. That he did.
Yep. Yeah, they should at least have the lead. It looks like they're slowly coming back. We should still slide in some more super chats if you got time.
Dylan with a 5. If this wasn't a family-friendly channel, I'd have some words. Adoree deceived us going against bad wide receivers. Also, let's get Goddard going again.
Yes, I agree with all of that. And yes, it is a family-friendly channel. We don't use bad words because your kids are watching with us, which we hope that they are. Shout out to your children. Hello, kids.
Go Birds, baby.
My mom also watches, and she would also be upset if we weren't family-friendly. So it's not just the kids, but yes.
There you go. But yeah, can get Dallas Goddard going. Hopefully the defense, maybe a little bit more pressure. They sacked Mariota once, but I think that I think they're really so concerned about him taking off and running that they're not rushing the passer like they typically would, because he's only got 1 carry for -1 yards, which would be the kneel down. So they've contained him there. It's just all of the other issues that have arisen. Shaney with a 2. Elliott can walk home on the side of I-95. I don't care.
He might have to.
Yep.
Well, he's going to kick this one off. So they did not cut him at halftime, for those wondering, as Philadelphia received the opening kick but fumbled it, and so this feels like a 2-for-1 here for the Commanders. Returnable from the 10, 15-20, and then upended at the 32-yard line. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., good tackle, and so out comes Marcus Mariota, and they show us the Eagle miscues. Those have been the story of the afternoon so far. It's not been the offensive miscues. It's been special teams.
Yep. It is very sad. It's definitely the worst first half from special teams, but if they don't get this thing turned around, it'll absolutely be the worst game that they've played.
For sure. Yet they're only down 3. Defense can turn things around in a heartbeat. Let's get a turnover. Let's get some sacks here. Do something. 1st and 10 for Mariota, working left to right. Rodriguez to the right. He slowed down a lot more Krosky Merritt in that second quarter. Play action, he'll throw. Mariota steps up, fires across the middle. That's a catch, I think. Traylon Burks, and he's still going across the 50. And let's make sure he survived the ground there. That was a good catch across the middle. Let's see. 2 hands on it. Goes to the ground.
Yeah,
it's a catch.
he did.
Yeah, that's a big gain. That's at least
on
20.
Adoree.
All right, well, bad start. Yeah, Dory's had a rough night. It's a good catch. They go hurry up, and they're going to throw. Rolling to his right, in trouble. It was Mariota. He's going to stop and throw it out of bounds. Jalen Phillips applied immediate pressure there, but not the first good play you'd want for the Eagle defense.
Yeah, well into Philly territory after the first play from scrimmage.
Traylon Burks, he's the guy they tried to replace A.J. Brown with at Tennessee, and obviously the fact he's a Commander means it didn't work, and it definitely did not. But found a little home here, starting to do something here opposite of Terry McLaurin. 2nd and 10, though. Opening drive, 3rd quarter, Commanders into Eagle territory at the 44-yard line. Mariota shotgun. Rodriguez is going to get the no play action. Mariota to throw. Steps up, clean pocket, fires. That's going to be broken up. And there's Quinyon Mitchell. They don't throw to his way very often.
So
That's why he was trailing Deebo Samuel. And a good play there by hopefully the future All-Pro. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, a little difference when you're targeting Q versus Dory. So big 3rd down here. 3rd and 10, the 43 of Philly. You want to hold them because you figure this is probably in between range. If they get close,
Yeah,
they might even go for it.
Let's see. 3rd and 10. Yeah, line to gain the Eagle 33. Mariota shotgun. Rodriguez to his right. McLaurin comes motion down to the bottom of the formation. Bates the lone receiver at the top. Blitz comes off the edge. Mariota steps up in trouble. He's going to get hit, and he's going to scroll out of it or roll out of it. Still going. There's a flag, and he throws this one incomplete, trying to get the football to Burks. And that should be a hold in the backfield. Yeah, it's going to be a clear hold. Good coverage by DeJean. And so Philadelphia's going to stand. And it is a hold. All right, 4th and 10. Okay. They have the one big play to Burks, and then they stop.
Good job, defense. Again, this is kind of a rush, but then they're trying to contain. They've done a good job, as we said. No rushes for Mariota, at least from scrambles, and not able to bring him down, but kind of a reason why. You got, honestly, multiple holding calls you could have had on that play there.
They got McNichols on Jahad Campbell, who was blitzing in the usual Dean spot and didn't get home, but did get held as he was rushing towards Mariota. And they will punt. So this is a big hold for Philadelphia. Punt is away. Jalen Phillips got pretty close. Covey waves the right arm, and Fair catches it, running forward to about the 17. And so overall, that's a pretty good stop. We'll take that. Good opening start to the 3rd quarter, and now we hope the Eagle offense can keep their drives going, as they have gone many times in the Commander territory with only have 7 points.
Okay. Come on, offense. Now's the time. This is the opportunity. This is whenever we march down the field, build off of the good offense from the first half, the good sequencing, take advantage. I will say, it's funny because I saw someone else just tweet this, but this game now has lasted an hour 45, which the last week's game would be over in about 45 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't feel
that's
like
pretty
it's
crazy.
going to happen.
Don't think so.
A little bit different this week.
Just a little bit different. Hopefully the same result, though, with an Eagle victory. We'll see.
Yep. Craig with a 2. We need more under center runs on 1st down. I would say,
hopefully they go back under center for sure.
Yeah, more under center. I don't even necessarily have to see under center runs, but I would take under center. I like under center play action on 1st down.
I do too.
But yes, we'll go under center or empty. Pip Juice with a 5. Honestly, the game flow is going great. Some big misses, but we got to throw out records for division games. BG looks good. Prayers for Nakobe. We got it. And yes, on that note for Nakobe, he's been downgraded to out officially with a hamstring injury. So monitor that over the next couple weeks. You assume with a hamstring injury how those typically are. He might be done until the playoffs. But Alfredo with a 2. We had Cameron Dicker. Yes. There's the follow-up there. But, that's so
Did
long
have
ago,
him, yep.
Right? So you still won the Super Bowl with
You did.
others, but
Technically, yes. Technically, yes.
It's a fair point. It is fair to be made, I guess. 95 with the Dion with a 5. The offense is looking better. Get Jalen back under center. See, there's lots of well-informed
Yeah, I think people
viewers here. We
understand. Yes, for sure.
Everybody knows what works. Taruna with Taruna with the 2. 4th and 1 and no tush push in the 1st quarter. That was a little interesting, but it was a long 1 yard.
By the way, they're showing Josh Johnson, the backup quarterback, warming up on the sideline. Mariota, I'm not sure the problem here. He didn't even get hit, but he did limp off. Remember Josh Johnson? Oh yeah, he actually did take a hit, and his
his leg,
on
his
his
knee or
sideline
his
to the medical
he's pointing
tent.
at his leg.
That's former Niner backup in the NFC title game, Josh Johnson. Josh, so
he's had some.
hasn't thrown a pass this season. That'd be interesting.
Okay,
Lucky Philadelphia. Still, they're in a hole. We got to score. Make sure Josh Johnson has to come back to win. Under center run here on 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley up the middle. A nice gain. And there continues to be the better running day from 1st down for Philadelphia the past 2 weeks. That one good for 5. So Philadelphia's possessions, Josh. 3-and-out punt. 7-yard touchdown. or 7-play touchdown, 12-play missed field goal, 11-play missed field goal. I mean, those are 3 scoring drives,
Yep.
and yet you only have 7 points. And they fumbled the opening kickoff.
Yeah. They're putting it together really well, but not much to show for it. You have to here.
2nd and 5. Hurts starts 12 for 17, 112 and a touchdown. A lot to AJ. A little bit to Smitty, none to Goddard. Under center again. Hurts takes a snap, play action, clean pocket, steps up, dumps off underneath Smitty, tries to get to the first down and does. Good play there. And there's DeVonta Smith, and there's Jalen Hurts. Under center play action, Josh. It feels like good things happen whenever they do that. 1st and 10, Philadelphia, gain of 7.
Yep. And you watch that play there. It's so beautiful to see. The defense creeps up a little bit because they see that play action, and they buy it more so there versus in the gun because it's easier to see. And it's just an easy toss over to Smitty to allow him to get the yards after catch, but it works.
1st down, shotgun play action. There's Dallas Goedert out of the backfield, lowers the shoulder, and he's going to get hit down for a gain of 8. And looks like Kevin Patullo. The one thing Kevin Patullo has done the past 2 weeks, Josh, he started to, I think, figure out trying to sequence plays better. He obviously goes into the half, looks at the stat sheet, nothing to Dallas Goedert, nothing under center, opens up with both of those immediately. You love seeing it so far. They go hurry up, though. 2nd and 2 from Philadelphia's 38. Hurts shotgun, takes the snap, rolling to his right, throws. That's going to be a catch. Jahan Dotson first down, and that's a rollout throw to Jahan Dotson. You don't see that very often. Love the play design. Gain of 7, 1st down Philly. Again, you can't watch those last 4 plays and not be very excited about where they've come. 6-7 weeks ago, it was rough. It was really rough.
It was incredibly rough, yes. But the fact that Jalen is hitting Jahan Dotson on a rollout play there, that is a lot more confidence.
From the 43, Eagles marching once again. Hurts takes a shotgun snap, play action, pressure comes, steps up in a clean pocket, throws. That's going to be a diving catch. Oh, my goodness, DeVonta Smith. He's going to be a yard short of the line to gain. He slipped out of his break, Josh, and he just threw his body at the football and somehow came down with it. Holy cow. There's the Heisman Trophy winner with a big catch from Jalen Hurts for a gain of, let's call it 9. And Mariota's going to the locker room, Josh. Wow. So Philadelphia might be getting a gift here. They just need to take care of business on offense. There goes Mariota trotting, which is interesting, too, because I thought it was a lower body injury, into the locker room. No matter, though. Point of the field is Philadelphia's inside the Commander 48. 2nd and 2, Hurts in the gun. Dotson in motion. They're going to go run Saquon.
Look at
First
that.
down. There goes Moore. Saquon to the 40. Patient running there, Josh, through contact. And that's an 8-yard gain on 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, that's a night and day difference from what we've seen from Saquon. And he is. It's the patience. And got to give some credit, too, to the offensive line because the patience, he only can have that by not getting hit in the backfield immediately as soon as he's getting the football. And we had seen that previously. They're winning some of their blocks, giving him some time to read the blocking there, and another 8-yard gain.
1st down and 10 at the Commander 41. Hurts takes a shotgun snap with a 4-man rush, rolls out of a dirty pocket, still rolling to his left. Got to chuck that one out of bounds, and he does. Looked like Smitty, the only person in the area, and that was some good pressure there. Philadelphia's offensive line, Josh, not giving up a lot of sacks. He was sacked a lot. You think back to the Bronco game. You think to that Cowboy game. Not a lot of sacks, really, the past couple of weeks. Even in that, say, the Charger loss, he wasn't hit that much. Very clean pocket so far tonight. That was a little dirtier, and Jalen smartly threw it away. 2nd and 10.
Yep. Very good call. Now, we probably... Again, we just saw or have seen what Jake Elliott's done.
Yeah.
It might be 4-down territory. So 2nd and 10 here, yes, but just keeping that in mind.
Tank Bigsby's in the game, but they split him out wide. They're going to go empty. Now he runs back in. Hurts takes the snap. They're going to go quarterback run. That was interesting, and that didn't go anywhere. A little too cute. They tried to go with a fake jet motion from Tank Bigsby, and they snuffed that one out. There's the ageless wonder Bobby Wagner. Gain of nothing, 3rd and 10. Creative, but not successful.
Right. It's creative. It has a potential to work, I guess. But again, the reason that thing gets blown up, or the first and foremost, is Grant Calcaterra is being asked to handle his block up there up front with a defensive tackle, and he's never going to win that. It doesn't make sense there. Why is that the play call?
Oh, man. You are right about them not really being in field goal range, despite being at the Commander 41. So we'll see what they do here, 3rd and 10. 3 in the play clock. Jalen takes a snap. Blitz comes. They're going to go screen pass to Will Shipley. Gets around one man, but gets only gain of 5. Someone missed a block in front of him. That looked like there should have been more blockers in front. And now I think you go for it, right? I mean, did you trust Jake Elliott here? This is 50-yarder.
I don't know, man. I think
they're going for it.
Okay.
They're going for it. 4th and 6. 4th and 7.
Part of me was wondering if Sirianni's like, no, we're going to trust him and try to. But yeah, from what you've seen, how could you possibly feel good about it?
Oh, man. 4th and 7, though. I think they wanted a little more of a manageable 4th down following that screenplay. They got to get to the 31-yard line. 4 straight drives into Commander territory. Will they get points? Let's see. Jalen takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Very clean pocket. Very clean pocket. Still waiting. Still waiting. Loads up. Home run ball. End zone for AJ. Picked at the 4. We'll see if he caught it. He was going out of bounds. I don't know if a deep shot into double coverage was the right call there.
We hope that he did. There's
a flag. Illegal contact.
Okay, illegal contact. Yes. Okay.
Automatic first down. Oh, my goodness. They bailed him out.
Okay, so I was going to say, though, honestly, I don't mind Jalen. And yeah, it's the right call. He's grabbing Goddard. I don't mind Jalen throwing that because it's an arm punt. It's 4th down. You have to launch it anyway. And if there was nobody else, an interception there would have been like downing them at the 5-yard line. So that was okay. But, I mean, overall, you look at the routes just in general for this one, it's almost like they were intentionally going to try a deep shot to begin with because there's hardly anybody that's going at the sticks. That is a little bit strange.
They get bailed out again. First down, Philadelphia following the illegal contact. Shotgun run, Saquon Barkley, and he's going to go nowhere. You got to start scoring points, though, Josh, right? Like, we're 4 straight drives into Commander territory, only 7 points to show for it. Eventually, they got to take the lead. I mean, Josh Johnson is probably going to be the quarterback when this drive eventually ends. And if you have a lead, you're going to feel really good about that.
Yep.
2nd and 10. AJ checks back into the game after a brief stint. Looks like they got Darius Cooper in along with DeVonta Smith. Still no Tank Bigsby. Life. That's been the one real problem of this game. I'd like to see a Tank Bigsby run one of these days. Back under center, though. Thumbs up for that. 8:09 to go, 3rd quarter. Jalen is 17 of 23, 145 and a touchdown from the Commander 34. Hurts takes the snap, play action, rolling right, rolling, throws, caught.
Look at that play.
Breaks a tackle, and he's a yard short. Wow. You got to give, listen, Dallas Goedert, Philadelphia made a decision in the offseason that they weren't going to bring him back. And at the last second, I think, decided to come back to Super Bowl champs. The money, they gave him a little bit of a boost, but he's on a 1-year deal. This is the best Dallas Goedert we've seen, I think, in the last 3 or 4 years. And he's always been good, but he just seems a little bit better this year as they go hurry up. 3rd and 1. Saquon first down.
For sure.
He got it.
Oh, that's big time there, too.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I mean, they're using Dallas Goedert the right way. You do wonder if Scott Loeffler had more of a hand in that because of his Harold Fannin and what he did with him at Bowling Green. We've seen lots of similarities. Not that he is calling the plays, that we believe that, but that he does have a hand in the offense as a quarterback coach. Saquon, credit on that play, though. 2 guys in the backfield, makes both miss, gets the first down.
Here comes play number 13 of this drive. At the 22 of the Commanders, a shotgun run to Saquon Barkley up the middle, and he gets pinballed backwards. He probably got 2 with forward progress. This is when I would love a tank run, right? You just ran Saquon on 3rd and 1, get a first down, and if you want to run a first down run, go under center, run Tank Bigsby, right? Give Saquon a break. That's the one thing tonight. I think it's been really good play calling, and obviously you're about to have snap number 14 of this drive, but run Tank Bigsby, man. I just don't understand. 2nd and 9.
I'm with you. I agree.
They're much more in field goal range, though, now. But let's just get 6 and not even worry about that right leg of Jake Elliott. Line to gains the 12. Hurts, 4 in the play clock, takes the snap. 4-man pressure, looking left, still looking all day. Dumps off underneath, caught. That's Dotson. And he probably got a yard with forward progress. I don't know if he got any more than that.
Barely.
Bobby Wagner again. Bobby Wagner's like 50, and he still makes some really good open field tackles. He's not the all-world linebacker he was in Seattle, but, man, he can still cover. And Jalen had all day, and there's just nobody open. Yeah, it's good coverage down the field, and then thankfully Dotson was there for the dump-off. 3rd and long.
Well, maybe now you're in field goal range, though, so this is probably not 4-down territory.
I would agree. You would hope. 3rd and 8. They're 1 for 5 on 3rd down today. Boy, I didn't know it was that bad. Average 6.7 yards. This is 8. Line to gain the 12. Hurts in the gun. 3 in the play clock. Got to go quick. 2, 1, snap. 4-man pressure, Hurts to throw, steps up to the pocket, rolls to the right now rolling. Now he's going to throw it to the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Miss Smitty.
Yes. Yep. Got
Smitty
him.
wants a
He was
flag,
holding
though,
him.
and there's
Yep.
a penalty. Yes, good call. Yep. And if that's pass interference, it's going to be at the 1. If it's not, it's a first down either way for hold.
It was
Might
at
be a
least
hold.
holding, but it might be pass interference.
There's a flag on the 5 as well. There's 2 flags. Is this going to be on both sides? Dan Campbell's upset about something, so that might be good news, although it's a long huddle by the referees.
I mean, Smitty clearly got held, but I don't know if there's anything else that they're discussing.
A throw at the 5, though, is still in the secondary. It should be 2 penalties then.
Okay, both.
2 fouls on defense. Holding, defense.
Pass interference.
They decline it, and that means pass interference, right? So they're going to put the ball at the 1-yard line. Thank you very much.
Got him.
Thank you very much.
Got him.
Thank you very much. All right.
And you wonder, too, because we couldn't see it, but Jalen throws that pass almost as he's seeing it there on the hold. So they have the holding call initially, and then they call that there, I guess, for the pass interference?
I mean, I guess he grabbed him a little bit. I'd be upset if I was a Commander fan. He still didn't need to. That's probably the worst part. His head wasn't turned. Either way, tush push time from the 1. Hurts takes the snap going forward, and he did not get it. Nope. Hold on to that football, please, and he does. I don't know what it is about the tush push this year, but it's not working. And E.J. Jenkins is jawing and needs to stop.
Kind of broken.
He needs to get back up a little bit. Yeah, I would just run Tank Bigsby or something here. Goodness gracious. It is not automatic anymore. Yeah, they're showing us that hold again. I didn't see the hold either.
You need to see it from that other angle, though. But
I know. Because I think he might have grabbed the jersey right here, which is kind of hard to... Yeah, that's what Smitty said. They're lining up tush push again. From the 1. Hurts takes the snap, goes forward. I don't think he got it. I don't think he did. There's a flag, too. False start on Philadelphia. Oh, no. This is... Oh, my goodness. Sorry. No more tush push. The tush push is dead, guys. It's not. It doesn't work.
no, not at all. Like, there's absolutely no push from
False start
anyone.
Philadelphia. They got Landon Dickerson.
Okay.
But Jalen wouldn't have gotten it anyway. That's
he
the
wasn't gonna
crazy
get it.
part.
Yeah.
I didn't see a false start there, Josh. Did they? Is that a false start? I thought he moved right as the ball moved.
I thought he did, but yeah. They're calling
Well,
it.
the same thing happened on their touchdown drive. They had a false start by Fred Johnson on a tush push. They threw a touchdown pass on the next play from 2nd and goal. So let's hope history repeats itself here. 2nd and goal from the 6. Philadelphia only has 3 penalties, by the way, people, for those wondering about execution. And now there's another referee discussion, and Jalen's going to go join the huddle here with the refs. So what's going on? Maybe play clock? They got to obviously reset the play clock, right?
Surely.
False start is very close. I mean, it's a millisecond. Jalen dove for that goal line. He might have actually scored. And we still don't have an answer to what's happening. Now we go.
Okay,
Second
well, the
and goal.
reset.
Play number 16 of this drive. 4:30 to go, 3rd quarter. Hurts takes the snap. They're going to go run Barkley up the middle. Got about 2. So a 3rd and goal upcoming. You got to get 6 here, guys. You got to get 6. I don't like that play call.
Nope.
Where's the Goddard creativity down here?
They
Come on,
can't
number
get
1
the-
red zone offense.
The push. But really, though, like, the fact that the tush push is broken, I mean, it changes like even if it wasn't a false start, like you said, they weren't going to get that. And that's 2 consecutive plays. They got no push.
I hope we don't have to think about this, Josh, but if they don't get it here, I think you kick a field goal because you want to at least tie this game up. You need to get points no matter what.
Yeah,
Let's pray they don't have to think about it.
think
3rd
so,
and goal,
too.
they empty it out from the 5.
Come on, guys. Offense, let's go.
5 in the play clock, 4 in the play clock, 3 in the play clock. Hurts then takes the snap, looking across
Oh,
the
no,
middle,
that's
rolling
holding.
to
Just-
his right,
yep.
and there's a holding, and Philadelphia is going to throw
Not
that
gonna
for
count.
a touchdown. It's not going to matter, though, to Dotson.
At least
Oh,
he
my
scored, though, because
goodness.
the holding will be accepted, I suppose. So,
And it was Fred Johnson. Oh, this is ugly. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 15.
which honestly might be worse here, because if we don't get that, then you still probably kick the field goal, or you definitely kick the field goal, but it makes it longer. And I know that we shouldn't be like, oh yeah, but the 34-yarder, is an issue. But
man, and they had thrown a touchdown. I mean, Jalen had scrambled for a touchdown to Dotson, and Fred Johnson just darn it, guys, come on. Number one red zone offense struggling
evaluated
today.
for concussion and was cleared, but he's questionable to return. So I'm not exactly sure what that means.
I don't know how crazy you get here. It's 3rd and goal from the 15. No mistakes. Hurts takes the snap. They're going to throw. Steps up. He's going to throw it. Backside end zone.
Got him!
Got her. Yes!
Let's go!
Got a touchdown.
Come on!
Touchdown. What a throw. What a throw.
Are you
Unbelievable.
kidding me?
What a throw, Jalen Hurts.
That is insane.
Love it.
The throw and the catch, both of
Love
those
it.
on that play. I mean, he's dropping back, stepping up into the pocket with pressure. I mean, he's on the move and throws a strike where only Dallas Goedert can get it. A little wobbly, but, it's right in the right area to be.
Okay.
What a catch. That's insane.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. That's big on 3rd and 15. Extra point is good, by the way, and it was dead center by Jake Elliott.
Yes.
And Philly has a 4-point lead. That's a 17-play drive, Josh. A 17-play drive.
Yes, sir.
Play the song.
And
oh, boy.
Not that we're counting necessarily, but Jalen's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game.
Yeah,
one that was dropped from Smitty, one that was caught by Smitty, one that was caught by Dotson that was called back, and then that one there. Jalen has been balling.
Unbelievable.
Woo!
Unbelievable.
We feel a little bit better after that. Oh, here we go. Come on now. Overcoming penalties. Eagles, Eagles. Okay. I mean, we said this earlier in the game, but those are the types of things that earlier in the season the Eagles don't overcome. You give them a penalty, they had a false start, and a holding call. Like Thomas, there are multiple penalties. They're at the 1-yard line, and you're thinking, okay, they should score. It goes from the 1-yard line to the 15-yard line, and they score twice. Like that's not something we saw the offense previously be able to do. Lacey with the 5, sabotage Jake the Snake. These are from earlier, but Redskins paid him off. We're going with the Redskins call from way back in the past.
I guess.
Canucks with a 5. If AJ keeps getting the ball and we lose, I don't want him to get the ball. Well, whatever it takes to win, I guess. But I don't believe in that correlation. Let me just say that.
Guys, this is so different than the Philadelphia Eagles back when AJ was getting 100-yard days and they weren't moving the football, and it was like, oh no. That was a 17-play drive. They have a 7-play touchdown drive, a 13-play missed field goal, I think an 11-play missed field goal, and a 17-yard touchdown or 17-play touchdown drive.
Yep.
They are, I mean, and it looks great. And I mean, a couple penalties there by the Commanders, but overall, this has been a really good offensive day. And so throw to A.J. Brown. They just need to 100% make sure that they win this game. And we'll see who the quarterback is, because that's going to be a determining factor.
Yes, as Mariota is questionable, so yeah, we will see. Poncho with a 2, like Zoolander, can't kick right, not an ambi kicker. Oh, he made the extra point, so we'll give Jake that one. Brian with a 5, what's the point of winning the division when Eagles will most likely host San Francisco and get the stuffing beat out of them even without Boss and Warner? I don't know.
The
what
stuffing beat out of them?
Brian,
yeah,
you must be a 49ers fan. So
I think so. Welcome to the stream.
Entitled to your opinion, but from what we've seen so far, little different there. Trey with a 5. Thomas, I randomly stumbled upon this channel. Shout out from your time hosting, they say Falcons Chat Sports.
That's right.
So a
way
blast
when?
from the past.
Jeez.
Big time.
Blast from the past, for sure.
Also, Nick, as we're getting back with a 2, thank you, and you're right, let's eat this half as we were getting back to start, but they finally scored. Come on now.
I think that was like a 10-minute drive. Returnable kick, though. Hit and dropped. Good play there. There's Will Shipley making amends from his earlier mistakes. Maybe got to 25, and it is Josh Johnson, Josh. So, yeah, 18th season, which is crazy. That's insane. He's been in his 18th season.
Yeah.
9th team since 2009. And remember, he was the third-string quarterback, the backup to Brock Purdy in the NFC title game back in 2022.
We were at that game. We were at that game. A fun moment.
And he Didn't play well. Let's hope
And
that
then he
it's
got
a-
injured
it's
and
a
had to go
repeat.
out, and they basically had
Yes.
Christian McCaffrey play quarterback
Yes.
for a few plays. So,
Well, he's in a 4-point hole from the 26-yard line. Johnson under center. They're going to toss it to Rodriguez up the middle, nowhere to go. There's Byron Young, who Jordan Davis said had his breakout game 2 weeks ago. Mariota concussion here? Where? He never got hit. It's his lower body. That's not a concussion. He was limping, and they called it a concussion.
Right, and the fact that he was
hit.
cleared from a concussion, but he's still questionable. It's like there's
Not a concussion.
why is he
That's
questionable
weird.
then? That's so strange.
Did the air cause a concussion? I don't know if that's possible. Second and 9,
maybe.
Johnson in the pistol.
The DC
Burks
air.
comes into a tight motion to the right side of the formation. Takes the snap, play action. Johnson
home,
will throw
get
very
home.
clean pocket. Now he's going to step up. He's going to get hit and throw that ball to the ground, and that is an incomplete pass. They're going to pretend like it's a fumble, but they'll play through it. He definitely threw that. Nolan and Jalix Hunt were just slowly creeping closer and closer and closer, and that is an incomplete pass.
Okay, just hits his lineman there. It was weird how it kind of catapulted, but
Yeah, that's clear.
third down.
That's
Yeah, easily incomplete. Like there's no way from a fumble.
Yep, we're safe. 3rd and 9. So Philadelphia's defense, one bad drive, really, this afternoon. One bad drive. If they can get a stop here and keep rolling. 3rd and 9. They're 1 for 6 on 3rd down today.
Come on, D. Josh is ready to give you a sack. Get home.
3rd and 9. Philadelphia might bring pressure here, and they do. Blitz comes from the middle of the field, and that is a catch. Debo, wow, how did he hang on to that one? First down, still going and down. Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe he caught that. I think it's 20 yards, might be more. Josh Johnson threw that through a keyhole. Holy cow.
You got to be kidding
Right
me.
in front of DeJean. How did he hang on to that? He pulled it off his leg. I mean, DeJean
That's
is right
crazy.
there. That's a crazy catch from Debo Samuel. And then it broke the tackle, too. Man.
20
They've had
yards.
two big catches. The deep ball to McLaurin and then that one to Debo. And that's been it.
Yep.
All the way to the 47-yard line of Washington. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Down 4. Josh Johnson in for the injured Marcus Mariota. He's going to give it to... Nope, there's a penalty.
Start?
Looks like it. Yep, back him up. Back him up. They get the running back, so they get McNichols. That's interesting. You don't see that very often on a running play. All right, well, 1st down and long now.
Man, that's
Okay,
crazy.
Still looking at
back
the
at that play.
I know. That's a crazy play for
Hanging
sure.
on to it. Those are the types
For
of
sure.
things, though, right? It's like the special teams, just weird, just things you don't really see most of the time. Misses from Jake, plays like that somehow hold on to the football.
All right, back him up. 1st and 15. Josh Johnson in the gun. Nichols to his right. Johnson takes the snap. 4-man pressure comes. Stops, throws right side, incomplete. And McLaurin had Q all over him. And I think Q jumped the gun there. I mean, I feel like Q could have waited one more second and then gone for that pick, and it would have been a pick 6 on a 5-yard stop route.
Oh, you're right. He saw it. He saw it a long time, and Terry's able to barely get his hand up.
Yep.
Kind of knocks Q
Yep.
off.
Yep.
Oh, he's taking that back if he's able to get there.
100%. That's the one thing, Q's a shutdown all-pro cornerback. Doesn't get a lot of picks. That's the one thing where you think to like prime Revis, I'm not saying he's at that point yet, but he's locked down. It's just not as many interceptions. He had very close to getting that one there. 2nd and 15, full house formation from the pistol. They're going to run Rodriguez, sidesteps one tackle of the backfield, then gets hit immediately. There's Rick Blankenship, gain of 1. Yeah, he sidestepped Nolan Smith, who's great in run defense, and then there came someone they need to extend. They got a couple people on defense who've earned contracts this season. Reed Blankenship is one. Should have signed him in the offseason, in my opinion. Jordan Davis, obviously, the other. Gain of 1, 3rd and 14, and boy, the difference between Mariota and Josh Johnson, offense isn't moving that much. Let's see.
Don't need another 20-yard completion like we saw. Come on.
It wouldn't be good. Line to gain is inside the Eagle 40. This snap comes from the 44 of the Commanders. Johnson
Come on,
barking
D.
out commands of the line. 5 on the play clock. 3rd and 14. from the gun. Stamps the right foot, takes the snap. Four-man pressure comes. Johnson backpedals, still looking. Now he's going to throw it back to the right side.
Yes!
Pick! Right to Cooper to Jade. There it is.
Let's
Tackled at
go!
the 40, threw it right to him. Right to him. There we go. All right. Love it. And a lot of Coop chants raining from Landover, Maryland, Josh.
There we are.
DeJean's got his second on the season.
Uh-huh. Coop read that all the way. That is so good to see, too, because he's breaking on that thing right away. Dory's in coverage. It didn't look like he was going to get first down anyway, so regardless, they were going to be fine. But the pass rush took a little bit. Jalen Phillips starts to create the pressure, and what do you know? Coop on the spot. I need to reset the play or the game clock. Sorry, there's still 32 seconds. We're not done with the third quarter.
Me like
I got a little excited.
Give me like a 2-second pause, too. I think you're just a tad ahead of me. Just a tad.
All right.
Spoiling the fun. You're spoiling the fun.
Sorry.
It's exciting spoiling, though. We'll take it. Oh, man.
Oh, we needed that, too. And actually,
did.
this is good timing for the last Super Chat. Not that this was very recent because we're behind on these, but I'm getting to them. Appreciate that from Casey. But it applies here. It says, can we please have an easier game? I'm so anxious. Well, now we're getting in the direction of being able to potentially have an easier game.
Maybe.
Right? That was the interception you wanted. It's a really shortened field for the offense here. If they can go capitalize and score and go up 21-10, crazier things have happened. But the fact that Josh Johnson is the quarterback and having to try to lead a comeback like that, we would absolutely take that with his defense.
And again, the Eagles are not going 3 and out every single drive and looking totally useless on offense. They're having some really good drives. It's just been it's a tough divisional game. That's all this is. Tough divisional game. Commanders playing well.
White and Green Nation with a 20 bomb. There we go. Appreciate that. I didn't see a comment here, but let me know and can try to put something back up there. But we do appreciate the support. Thank you for that. Nick with a 5 more says, line is doing better. Things look tighter. Keep it that way, guys, and stop using Calcaterra, please. All he seems to be is a monkey wrench, maybe a throw. We don't want to see you create Calcaterra too much. If they could do much less of that, we would all be happy. Brian with a 2. That touchdown was like a dose of Tums. Makes you feel a little better.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, for the
did make you feel a
one.
lot better, for sure. Yeah.
Tony Cadillac with a 5. Do you think they are deliberately sabotaging the brotherly shove to make it look stoppable so that it doesn't get banned next season?
That's
not to clinch the division. No, not from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, that's a bold call there. I get it, though, because no one's complaining about it on Twitter, which is funny because, that's been the difference between this year and last year. Everyone's crying about it because we were converting. Now we're not, and everyone's silent about it.
Such a good play. Just watching the replay back. Such a good play for Coop. CJ, one more here, and then I'll get back. We'll get back to the game. Hit the other super chats in a sec. But with a 5, heart attack avoided. My heart is pounding, but let's go win this and claim the 2 or 3 seed and rest the starters. Go Birds, baby.
Here we go. I love it. All right, Hurts is 20 of 26, buck 70, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. Takes a shotgun snap from the 37. Blitz comes. Hurts is going to get hit and get away from it and then get sacked. And it was a Bobby Wagner sack. Hurts got maybe back to what would be a loss of 1, but first sack of the day, I think, unless they got him one other time. But I think that's the first sack of the day. And that's Saquon missing a blitz pickup there. Yeah.
Yep. He was headed towards the direction that Bobby was going, but then Landon blocks him outside of that and actually helps him. Yeah. Second sack officially. I couldn't remember the other one, but that was Jacob Martin with the other sack for the Commanders. So,
all right, that will end the third quarter. So 1 quarter from NFC champs back-to-back for the first time in 21 years or whatever the stat is. Come on, baby.
So close. Just finish it, guys. Offense. Let's do something here. Canucks with a 5. Good freaking Lord. It should not be this close in execution. Luck can only get us so far. Execution's been better, though. The play calling has been much improved. Execution has, there's moments where the guys aren't taking advantage. But I think that in previous, the problem or the reason that there was more concern is there was so little room for error, right? Like there was very few play calls. You go, oh, hey, that's a good play call. But if they don't hit it 100%, then like, well, I don't know if we're going to have another good play call throughout the game. Whereas now we're seeing, hey, there's a lot of good plays. There's a lot of good sequencing going here. So we've been able to weather the storm if there's a penalty or if there's multiple penalties, score multiple touchdowns that get called back on one of those because there's better play calls. And then, yeah, you credit the players as well for the execution. Thomas with a 10. Do you guys hear me screaming to put Tank in? Why do they refuse to go with a 1-2 punch, especially on short yardage? Love the show, guys. Going to the game next week. Can't wait. There you go. Enjoy.
That's going to be a fun
Safe
game
travels.
to go to. That is a good one. Yeah, I mean, that would be the one critique of the offense is like, just can we try Tank twice? Could we just maybe 3 times run Tank Bigsby? I mean, is it really that crazy to ask to do? But
it doesn't seem like it would be, but
it does seem very difficult.
They don't want to. Brian with a 5, going back to the comment of I think earlier with the San Francisco and getting the stuffing beaten out of us, I believe, was I have been a Birds fan for a long time, just don't have a lot of faith right now. Okay.
Come on, we gotta have some faith here. If they go down and score any points, go up 7 or 10. Would it be 10? Might be 11, right? Because they're up 4.
Assuming Jake makes the extra point, but yes, it'd be 11.
Yeah. Of course, yes.
Don't count our chickens before they hatch, but
of course, we don't want to do that.
They do that, so
do not want to do that.
I'm right there with you. I have more faith and optimism because of the play calling. We just said that a second ago, but you watch the film, the breakdowns. It's been getting better, and yes, it's not as great competition, but still, it just the plays themselves. Forget who they're playing yet. The routes themselves, the sequencing of those is night and day difference than anything that it's been. Last one here before we come back, and I will hit the other super chats. But Casey with a 2. Someone on 97.5 predicted a Coop INT. Go Birds.
Hey. By the way, it's a hand injury for Mariota. I don't know why they called it concussion. Did he get stepped on? No, he didn't get stepped on. He's got a wrap on his right hand.
Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely with his hand, though.
Yep.
Huh.
All right. Well,
love
15
the
minutes
mind
to an
games
NFC.
that they try to play, though, to be like, it's a concussion, but he's questionable.
2nd and 12 to start the 4th quarter. At the Commander 39, empty him out, Hurts in the gun. Jalen takes the snap, 4-man pressure, fires it left side, caught A.J. Brown. Long way to go for a first down. Gets close, though. He just has a way of turning a 5-yard catch into an 8-yard catch, and I think he got 9 officially, so 3rd and 2, but very manageable now. And I think that'll put A.J., is he at 10 catches yet? He's close.
Yes, he is at 9 catches for 95.
Okay, there you go. We'll take it.
I love they're seeing the off coverage, so there's a little bit of a space there. We don't love the hitch routes most of the time, but we'll take them whenever you're going to get just an easy toss and catch and pick up the yards. But AJ takes the ball and runs directly at the defender. There's no need to sidestep or anything because he beats him by like 40 pounds.
Blitz comes on 3rd and 2. Hurts gets away from it, rolling it to his right. He's got the first down and a little bit more, just enough. There's Jalen Hurts.
There we go,
that was
baby.
A perfect bailout. Good use of the legs. And a first down, Philadelphia. They needed that one. Move the chains.
That's what we want to see. A little bit more.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to use the legs.
We will take it. Yep, that worked out well.
Just an average blitz pickup at best from Saquon. Not great, but yeah, Jalen able to turn something from a busted play.
Up to the 26-yard line. Hurts in the gun. Motion Smitty to the near side. AJ alone at the top. They're going to go shotgun run to Saquon Barkley, who gets clotheslined and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. That looked like it hurt. Pops right up. He's okay.
Gosh.
You would think now, 4th quarter, maybe bring in the closer, Tank Bigsby, but
sure,
they're not going to do it.
Or run under center. Don't be doing this from the gun because Cam Jurgens is just getting manhandled. Like, it doesn't matter who it is.
That's Siobhan Kinlaw, the former Niner first-round draft pick. Big offseason addition for them. Made a good play there. All right, 2nd down and 10. For 13 minutes to go, 4th quarter, Birds up 4. Back in the gun. Saquon to his right. DeVonta's yelling back something at Jalen Hurts. 4 on the play clock. Takes the snap with 1 on the play clock. Hurts throws a slant. Caught Dotson in traffic to the 20, and he's going to be 3 or 4 yards short, so 3rd down, let's call it 4. 3rd catch of the afternoon for Jahan Dotson.
How about that? Trusting him there.
Oh, man.
Come on, boys.
They are in field goal range, and I think they would kick one here because it's under 40 yards. It's like probably in the mid-30s, actually. But you never know with the way Jake Elliott's been 0 for 2, but really 0 for 3 with a penalty. Line to gain is a 16. The snap comes from the Commander 20. Hurts stamps the right foot, takes the snap. They go run. Saquon up the middle. First down. Good play call there.
Yes,
Still
sir.
going for an extra 3 or 4. And that is a really good run. They ran away from the blitz, Josh.
For once, finally.
Yeah,
good,
for real.
Good side of the run. They'd had good runs earlier in the game, and then they just stopped going to it. This one, as you said, better play design, get a little bit better blocks, and Saquon able to take advantage. Let's go.
Up to the Commander 12. Philadelphia's been into Commander territory their past 5 drives. Hurts in the gun, takes the snap. They're going to go, they're going to run at Saquon up the middle, spins through a tackle, and he's going to get 7. Still going, first down, touchdown.
Oh,
My goodness.
gosh.
Saquon
What?
Barkley, how did he do it?
No,
Oh, my goodness.
are you serious?
He should have been stopped for 6 yards and what 12-yard rushing touchdown? That was crazy. Saquon
Oh my
Barkley, baby.
gosh, just
Oh,
stumbling,
my
rumbling,
goodness.
bumbling all the way to the touchdown. He just like bouncing off guys like a pinball machine. He, as you said, Thomas, he's getting 2 guys hitting him. He tries to spin one direction, but then that spin move and the leg strength allows him to stay up, break 3 or 4 tackles. How did he just that's a Superman play right there. Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
How about that?
Kick up and good, so Jake at least makes his extra
okay.
points. We'll take it. 21-10 Philadelphia. Feeling a lot better than we did at halftime, Josh. We'll take it. Let's
Feeling
go.
pretty good. Yep, I would say so. Maybe drop a like for us on the stream. Getting close, approaching the 2,000 between both streams. But that one right there, I mean, Saquon, and if you're in the chat using some of the emojis, then maybe you go for some of the Saquon emojis after that run, because that was
There you go.
that was
There you go.
pretty insane, quite honestly. We have not seen very many of those runs, Thomas, as you brought up earlier. As we'll hit this real quick, but here we go. Come on. Eagles, Eagles.
Let's go.
But as you said, Thomas, earlier, was right. So Saquon, sometimes we'd seen just not able to break as many tackles, not fighting through the contact, not pushing a little bit more effort. He was getting blown up at the line of scrimmage a ton and has been this year. But that is one of those runs that we have not seen too much from him. It's just being able to turn, probably going to be a 4-yard gain, 5-yard gain maybe, into what was the final distance on that run? That was like a 12-yard touchdown run?
12-yard touchdown run. Yep.
Night and day difference.
Night and day. Man, it's been... Oh, we'll take it. We will take it.
How about everybody contributing, too? I mean, look
Yes,
at
everybody.
the box score, right? KP's calling a good game. Sequencing has been phenomenal. You got Jalen Hurts, 185, 2 touchdowns. Saquon, 18 for 76 with a touchdown. AJ, 9 for 95. Doesn't have a touchdown, but 9 for 95. DeVonta, 6 for 42 with a touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 3 for 32 and a touchdown. All the big guys stepping up.
Feeling much better. Christmas might be saved, Josh. I told my wife, I was like, I hope they don't ruin my Christmas. Like, if they lose this week, it's going to be depressing. But nice 100%. Win, nice and easy. Oh, man.
Yep. Defense has got to, do their part, obviously. Hold up their end of the bargain here, as Josh Johnson will probably be coming back out. I haven't seen anything on Twitter sharing otherwise yet. But Christopher with a 2, credit for that, since I'm wearing the Coops Kelly Green jersey for that interception.
Good
So good.
That was all you.
Good for you.
Work.
Yes. Brian with a 5. All right. I feel a little better. The wife is a San Francisco fan. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That explains a little bit more.
Okay.
She's kind of wearing on you a little bit, Brian, but you got to stay strong. There's reason to be more confident. Don't let her tell you all the 49ers hype and all that. Don't be buying into it. Saturn with the, I don't know what this is, SEK. I don't know what that currency, but we appreciate the 120. Is Swedish? So I don't know what the Swedish currency is.
It's the Swedish krona.
Okay, Swedish krona. I think this might be a first for that. But 120 Swedish kronas. The Swedish Eagles fan here staying up late to hopefully see the Birds clinch a playoff spot. Let's go.
For those wondering, $12.95 Swedish krona. We
Okay, I wouldn't know the currency exchange rate, but let's go.
Hopefully you have no work tomorrow. It's Sunday, right? All you do is go to church tomorrow, so you stay up a little later. That's fine. As the kick is returned out of bounds by Moore to, I think, about the 30. So it looks like Josh Johnson coming back out. Oh, man. Josh, I made a comment during the, whatchamacallit, halftime while you were using the restroom. Who do you root for tonight? I think we root for the Packers. Because you need Chicago to lose twice to get the 1 seed or to get the 2 seed. Philadelphia win out. Packers have to lose 1 in order for Philadelphia to get the 2 seed. So I think that you are rooting for the Packers tonight. Yeah.
For sure, yeah. And I would say that the Ravens will play them next week, and Baltimore's got to do everything possible to make the playoffs, so they'll give them their best shot. But yeah, I would say for sure, cheer for the Packers.
Here's a Rodriguez run on 1st down and 10. Got about 4. 11-20. There's a lot of time left. But Philadelphia's got a double-digit lead, as they show us once again, in case you hadn't heard. No repeat NFC East division winners in the past 20 seasons. Longest by a mile. Obviously, Philadelphia last did it in 02 and 03-04 during their NFC title game days with Reed, McNabb, and the rest of the gang. But a chance now for Philadelphia to go back-to-back. 2024 obviously won it in 2022 as well. It had been since 2019. But they're 10 minutes away from doing it. Here we go. 21-10 Philadelphia, 2nd and 7. Johnson to throw, loads up underneath, throws. It's caught by Rodriguez, and he's going to run over a man and maybe got a 1st down. Dory Jackson took the blunt force trauma right there as he ran right over him, and I think he got a 1st. We'll see.
Yeah, that was directly over Dory, as you said, but wouldn't have felt too good.
So he is a yard short.
Oh,
he is a yard short.
Okay. Big 3rd down. As Mariota is officially still questionable, but I'm going to say that at this point in the game, if he's still not out there, he's probably not coming back in.
All right, 3rd down and 1. 4,200 people watching on both streams. They're going to go under center run, and nowhere to go. Rodriguez blown up. Guess who? It's Jordan Davis. It's Jordan Davis. Why would it be anyone else than Jordan Davis? They have to. They absolutely have to. And it's getting a lot more expensive. What a stop. He's been so good. We hung out with him at the NovaCare Complex, as both teams are John a little bit here, Marcus Epps. And he looked thinner. He said he was thinner. He was very upbeat, and he said he just wanted to be able to play more snaps, Josh. He just wanted to be able to be out there and help the guys win. And he's not just playing more snaps. He's dominating defense or offensive linemen, and that is just a huge play by number 90. And now you wonder what they're going to – I guess they punt, right? And they will, 4th and 4.
Oh, for sure. But beating them to the spot the way that he just did there, it's one move, and he's through the offensive line.
Left foot punt away, and that's going to be fair caught in traffic. Good job there, sure-handed Britton Covey at the 20. 9:11 to go in this football game, Josh. Birds up 21-10. Let's wrap this puppy up and all have a really Merry Christmas, huh? Come on, let's do it.
That's what we all want. We could all use. Offense been playing well. Maybe now get Tank Bigsby involved a little bit with just a little bit of the game remaining. We would certainly take that. Let's see. Where are the other super chats here? Kenneth with a 5. Appreciate that. Don't want to go through a kicker carousel. Jake hasn't been problematic yet. Probably just another bad stint. # go Birds.
Well, I think that's correct, and it's too late to bring in a new kicker, because then you get kind of weird, because you wouldn't cut Jake Elliott because he's on a pretty big contract, but then you just have him try it out in practice, winner take all, and then game by game, I think they're gonna have to roll with him the rest of the way, unless it gets really bad, right? You still have 2 games before the playoffs. If he's Missy Elliott the rest of the way, and maybe you make a change, but they rode with him in the playoffs. He rewarded them last season, and probably will be the same.
Yep, I agree. I mean, if he misses, let's say if he misses another kick or 2 in Buffalo, and then it's week 18, even if you're resting the starters, Jake obviously be the one to kick there, and he were to miss some at that point, you probably have to just go, look, we can't, there's no way we can enter the playoffs and have him kicking the football. So they'll give as many opportunities as they can. It's what they've done in the past. Shaney with a 2. His name is actually now Cooper the Dream.
Is that what it is?
Little heart eyes there. Maybe
oh, man.
Shaney with a little extra, but Cooper the Dream. Okay.
Cooper the Dream, huh?
22 on Drew with the King Koopa is the other nickname, I suppose.
Little Mario reference. I like that. I get that. I'm young enough. Come on.
It's pretty good.
I'm not 30 yet. We're close.
Russell with the 2. Trade for Joe Burrow. Where is this coming from? This is like so far out of left field.
Jeez.
Oh man, I don't know if that's in reference to Burrow's comments about like where he wants to be, but like what? That's so random on a stream here. We appreciate the comment. No, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of conversation that needs to be had there. King, I believe, with the 2. Thomas, damn boy, them arms getting huge. Hey, look at there.
Are they? Thank
Got a
you.
little support
Thank you.
from King.
I
don't know what this is.
try.
KRH.
You know, I appreciate
Is
it.
that-
I appreciate it.
Nick with a 10. Execution has been better, and the guys seem more grounded, confident. Still, KP can give me a scare. Mostly things you pointed out, like where's Tank. But let's just seal this up, end this, and finish it.
I agree. All right, here we go. Jalen Hurts, 22 of 28, 185, 2 touchdowns, 40 yards on the ground as well.
Great game.
From the 20, offset I formation. They're going to go Saquon run up the middle, and he got 2, brought down by Smith. So gain of, what are they going to give it, 2 or 3? 2. So 2nd and 8, under 9 to go. And they show us the race for the 2 seed, right? So the Bears have the Packers tonight at the 49ers next week, and then at home against the Lions. As you mentioned, Josh, Green Bay at Chicago tonight, Baltimore next week, and then at the Vikings, and then the Philly, obviously, at Bills versus the Commanders. So the Eagles have the easiest schedule.
For sure, yeah. And Chicago, if they lose to the Packers, like they could very easily lose to the 49ers. And let's remember, the Lions beat the Bears like 55-20 earlier this season. So very much a losable game for them there.
Here's a play-action throw that was tipped and incomplete. So 3rd and 8 upcoming. They tried to get Saquon out of the backfield. 8:26 to go. And we'll see what they do here on 3rd down and 8.
And then Baltimore will be interesting because Baltimore, you would think that the Lions are going to beat the Steelers. And so the Steelers and Baltimore in that race. But if Baltimore beats the Patriots, then they don't have to beat the Packers because it'll come down to that last game of the season against the Steelers. So they could play it however they want to, and then that may hurt us in terms of cheering for the Packers to lose. But it's this whole roundabout way of rooting for teams at the end of the season.
3rd and 8, Hurts will throw, 4-man pressure. Pressure gets through underneath Saquon, and he let it hit the ground. Yep, that hit the ground incomplete. So there's a 3 and out. Their first since the opening drive.
Yep.
And they will punt with 8:21 to go. You know, I've been thinking a lot about the seeding, Josh, and every year, right? Because what's one thing to be a higher seed, it's another thing to worry about who you're going to play. Because it's so jumbled, by this point normally in NFL seasons, you kind of know where everybody's going to be. So you know if you're the 3 seed, you're playing this team. If you're the 2 seed, you're probably playing this team. It's so mixed up right now. We could blink in 2 weeks, and the 3 seed is the better seed. It's the better path overall.
Yeah.
Because of who they could potentially play in the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd round. The one thing about the 2, though, as I'll explain that after the Braden Man punt, as 2 on the play clock, 1 on the play clock, and they get it off. Wow. Okay, that hit double zeros. Barely got it away, and this is a shank that's going to go out of bounds at the Commander 40. But the one thing, obviously, with the 2 seed, Josh, I don't know. That was so weird. Because Philly was the 2 seed last year, if the 1 seed gets upset, I mean, geez, it was like the road was then handed back to Philadelphia. And because the likelihood is the Seahawks or Rams will be the 5 seed, Josh, and I think that the 2 seed and the 3 seed will win, that means that Philadelphia could have a scenario where the 5 goes on the road to the 1, wins, Seattle goes on the road to the Rams or vice versa, and then you come back to Philadelphia for an NFC title game. So, it could be very similar to what happened last year.
Yeah, I think if the Rams, I'm 100% with you, but if the Rams end up as the 5 seed, if they have to go back to Seattle, even if Seattle's, the 1 seed and they have that there, I think the Rams are winning. Because, there's a lot of crazy, weird stuff that took place for Seattle to end up winning that game. And I don't know that it happens again. But, yeah, it's a whole lot of wondering and looking at the schedule and records and seedings and everything else. There is a realm of possibility, and the odds are greater now. I'm not saying it's the most likely one, but much greater than it was before the Rams lost. The Rams could end up as the 6 seed, and the Eagles could be the 3 seed. And I don't know that there's a more, difficult
it's what you wouldn't want.
2 powerhouses, basically, because anyone could beat anyone. But you look at the NFC and you say, Philly hosting the Rams in the first round, like in the wild card, that would be, it's always must see, but man, you get another rematch that soon.
Okay.
A couple more super chats too. Shout out to these Casey with the 2. What a run by Saquon. Go Birds. This was back for the touchdown. Yes,
that was a crazy
run.
Crazy run.
Sean with the 2. Any running back with 2 back-to-back plays. Saquon. Oh, Saquon might lose his job. Yeah, so
Okay, well,
I don't think that's going to happen, but
don't think so either, but sure.
Nick with a 2. That's the pinball say we remember. That was from the score. TC with a 1 also, positively 2K say with a 5. Brian, where has that been, Saquon? See, several of those. Sean with it again. This is I'll shut up now. So follow back up there. And then featuring Tim with a 21. There we go.
Whoa.
That's actually 21 bomb for 21 points. I don't see a comment.
Okay.
Here, thank you for the support there.
There you go.
Phantom with a 2. That. Barkley will pop 1. I think this was after the touchdown, so believing that he'd get another one.
He might still, yeah.
Would be nice. Lunar Wolf with a 2. JD reminds me of Fletcher Cox, and I loved it.
Yeah, he's not as slim. Like Fletcher was a lot slimmer, but starting to for sure. All right. Up 11, 8-14. A lot of time left here. See what Josh Johnson can do. He's going to go the rest of the way from the 40 following the Mariota hand injury. They're going to run up the middle. Jordan Davis.
Right on cue.
Oh, my goodness. He's unreal. He's unbelievable. He seems more dominant than Jalen Carter, even during peak Jalen Carter last year. I mean, Jalen Carter, the pass rusher, still better, but Jordan Davis has really come into his own as a run stopper. That's unbelievable.
You're right. In every other facet. I mean, you just don't see JD being able to, play this many snaps, but then this being this impactful. Like, every time there's a run up the middle, it's like, well, there's Jordan Davis. He's wrecked it again because he's gotten up in the middle and beating him to the punch.
8 tackles for a loss this season, 4.5 sacks for the defensive tackle out of Georgia. They're going to throw here out of the backfield. That's going to be caught, and immediately, he pinballed. They tried to get the tight end, and they do for 6 or 7. That's Sanat. Like he pinballed off of Reed Blankenship as Johnson has his 3rd completion. As they're showing us the last 10 Super Bowl champions in terms of defensive scoring ranks, most of them are in the top 16. Almost all of them are in the top 10, Josh. Eagles 2nd last year, Chiefs 2nd the year before. Then the Chiefs and Rams were 16-15, but then 8-7-7-4-1-4 since 2015. Defense matters, for sure.
Absolutely does. And it was the case in point that I was making that for people like, hey, it might be impossible. The Chiefs in 2023, as they show the graphic on the television screen, but there is a chance. There's an opportunity. The Eagles could if they're just average on offense.
3rd and 2. Nolan Smith blew it up, and it's incomplete. He got real close, and Johnson had to throw it out of bounds or throw it right to a receiver's foot. 4th and 6, and there's Nolan Smith. Talked about him during the week. Finally got cleared for full snaps. He's been really limited coming off his tricep injury, re-aggravates it, goes to the bench, then finally comes back. And Vic said this week he's off the snap count, had a sack last week. No sacks tonight, but he's been all over the place and played a lot.
3 sacks the last 6 weeks since coming back from the injury. And since the bye week, only one player in the NFL has more pressure rate than him, which would be Micah Parsons.
There you go. Commanders are punting, and that goes out the back of the end zone. Josh, 6:38 to go. 4th and 6. I know they're at their own 40, but you're down 11 and you're going to punt.
Yeah,
that seems like kind of nothing to lose here, right? Why not go for that?
That's shocking to me. Yeah, I was kind of gearing up to say they're going to go for it, but we'll take it if they want to punt it. I know they have the 3 timeouts, but like you gotta capitalize and maximize possessions here, right?
That was weird.
Your defense not be able to really hold them too much. Yes, they just had a 3 and out, but surely that can't be a hope every single time.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. By the way, Saquon Barkley over 1,000 yards rushing. For as down of a year as it's been, he's over 1,000.
There we go.
And AJ is AJ over 1,000? I guess he's real close. He'll probably get it the next couple of weeks. And Smitty is also almost there as well.
Yes, yeah. So Smitty, I think, is like 100 yards away, and then AJ would be somewhere around, I want to say like 30 or 40 yards away. So yeah, they're right there.
Yep.
As bad as things were for the offense, look at that. Still an opportunity there.
6:38 to go. Philadelphia, what do you got here? Can they get a first down? They went 3 and out for the first time since the opening drive. Last time they were out with the football. 1st and 10 from the 20. Hurts in the gun. 4 on the play clock. 3 on the play clock. Takes the snap. They're going to run Saquon Barkley up the middle. Nice gain there. We'll call it 6. And that will keep the clock running. Next snap will come under 6 to play. As Saquon Barkley has had a very solid past couple of weeks. Very solid.
Oddly enough, I was doing a video earlier this week and looking just at the efficiency, where they run the football and who they're running it behind and everything. And Dennis Selman had shared a graphic of their basically EPA for who they run behind. And the worst by a mile is the gap between Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens. Like, I mean, it is absolutely the worst, which is surprising when you hear both of those names. But then you kind of remember, okay, the injuries there, they're certainly playing a bigger factor.
Saquon just spun out of a big hit in the backfield.
No.
Now he's free. There goes Saquon at the 40.
Go.
Still going to 50. Saquon in the Commander territory to the 30. And he's down at about the 20-yard line. Josh, he got hit in the backfield, spun out of it, and broke it for 50. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
holy cow.
What just happened?
That's vintage Saquon right there. What a run.
Get out of here.
What a run. That is unbelievable. He should have been down for a loss of 2.
That is just insane. Yeah, that was a loss of 2, the standard hit in the backfield, nothing going to happen, and turning it into something there with a spin move. I mean, heck, that might have been a loss of 4. He gets hit as soon as he gets the football there and off to the races. And I tell you what, though, too, this is something also like mentally, psychologically for Saquon, the confidence builder also for himself of breaking these big ones.
Tank Bigsby's in, and he almost broke it. He got 5. There he is. All right, Tank Bigsby. Maybe run him the rest of the way. Saquon, 21 carries, over $120 on the ground. And now we get to see Tank Bigsby finally.
Come on now. How big was that from Saquon, though, man? Just let him get a rest. Well over 100 yards rushing now on the day. 6.1 a carry.
Bigsby stays in, back under center, up to the 23-yard line. 2nd and 6, only got 4. Wouldn't mind maybe breaking one here. 4:34 to go. Toss left. Tank gets around one man up the field. Got a first down and more. Tank Bigsby.
He's gone.
Touchdown,
He's gone.
Tank
He's
Bigsby.
gone.
Run him more.
Woo!
Do that more often. Oh, my goodness. Philly's blowing him out now.
You know when Tank Bigsby scoring that, yes, they're blowing somebody out because we don't get to see those quite as often. Let's go. The blocking on that one too, man. I mean, he's got the edge was set, sure, but look at if they show the replay, I mean, hopefully they do, but look at this. The blocking from Landon Dickerson, and I believe it's Jordan Mailata on that left side. We've not seen them be as far downfield and pushing their blockers like they have been, and it makes it a lane a mile wide for Tank Bigsby to run through.
Oh, man. Unbelievable.
Everybody hyped on the sideline too. Come on now.
Oh, man. Oh, sorry. I was listening. They said injury to Philly's quarterback, but they were saying to last season when they played on the road.
Oh, good.
Oh, man.
We don't need any fear that way.
Going for 2 is interesting here, Josh. I mean, it's 27-10, right? Do you need to go for 2 to make it 29-10? I don't know what the math is there to make it make sense.
Or maybe they just don't. Well, I mean, Jake's made some extra points. I was going to say maybe they just don't trust it, but he's made some since then. So I don't know. Mathematically,
I guess they haven't converted a 2-point conversion this season. So, might as well give it a try. Under center, 2-point try. Saquon the lone setback. They're just going to run Saquon Barkley, and he's in. So there you go.
Pretty easy.
Let's make sure. He lost the football, but yeah, he's in.
He's
in. Yep. All right.
Cool. Didn't have to, but let's see here.
Let's go. 29-10. This was 10. Oh, they're throwing punches. Tyler Steen's throwing punches right now. Oh, my goodness. Careful, everybody. Tyler Steen is swinging.
What in the world?
He is swinging. Tyler Steen has got to stop. And they are gang tackling Tyler Steen. Mailata's getting mixed in there. This is a massive brawl. Oh, my goodness. Tyler Steen's going to get ejected. And he better hope he's not suspended.
Yeah.
Gee whiz. Mailata was in there as well. Boy, there were about 8 Commanders jumping on Tyler Steen. He was throwing some haymakers there. Goodness gracious. What are we doing? Now,
this is going to take forever to figure out who got into what.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Steen's throwing punches. He's going to get ejected for sure. Yeah, now you just hope no one gets suspended, right? I mean, this game's over, so it doesn't matter for this one. Let's see. So Steen shoves a guy. It's Darius Cooper who starts that one. So Cooper's going at it. He gets out of the way, and then they start pushing and shoving, and then they separate them. When does Steen come in? This is just Johnson and Dickerson, and then Steen runs in there, shoves him, and then starts throwing. Yeah,
it's Sanders still. Yeah, like he just runs through because he sees him kind of shove towards the helmet, I guess. It's always the kind of funny to me seeing the slap fight that happens when they're
because they're not
going
to close fists, hitting a helmet. It's just
although Martin
what are you
rips
gonna do?
Tyler Steen's helmet off as he goes down to the bottom of the pile. So
Jalen was John with Tyler Steen there at the end. We gotta be smarter because we need you next week, buddy.
still huddled up, figuring out who they're going to flag or maybe kick out. I don't know.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flags.
They ran out of flags. They had to throw the hats.
Yeah, they had to throw a hat. Here we go. 3 fouls on the play. Personal foul. I'd say roughness. Philadelphia, 56. Personal foul. Washington, number 9. Personal foul. Washington, number 20. All 3 are ejected. So they get Javon Kinlaw, they get the corner, and they get Steen. All right, well.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. There it is. You know what? Can I say this? I don't want it. I don't want any fighting, Josh. Right? Because it's stupid and it hurts your football team.
I think I know where you're going. I'm
like
gonna agree.
The energy
yeah,
here.
sure.
I mean,
Show me some fight. Yeah.
This football team went to Washington down 3 at the half, and they have put it on the Commanders. And now we're a little bit of jawing. We're about to win the division. If you're upset about that, come get these hands. Come on, I'm pumped. Let's go.
Showing the Saquon run, breaking it free. Good block from Smitty.
Crazy. And then Tank Bigsby, too.
It's exactly what the offense.
I love it.
They needed that. They needed some dominance on the ground game as well. You see Tank just celebrating as excited as he is. He's like, man, this is a long time coming. He should have had it last week. And he had, 3 carries from the 1 yard line and couldn't get it done?
Yes, he should have. Yep, 100%.
That's so great. Okay, so in all that hoopla, I didn't get to play the song, but I'll play it now as they're about to kick the ball off. But
oh man,
we didn't get to hear it, so we can't miss out on the opportunity.
Right.
But
right.
Jake will probably kick this one off before we get done with the song.
Probably so.
29-10. Let's go. Hey, we haven't hit 2,000 likes. There's 4,500 people. We need like 120 more likes on the stream. If you've not hit the like button, the Eagles are 4.5 minutes away from winning the NFC East.
Kick returnal by the 5 was getting an EAGLES and a tackle at the 20. There you go, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. 4:21 to go.
This is good. This is exactly what we needed and wanted to see. And even despite as you said, 3-point deficit at halftime, with Washington getting the ball to start the second half, guys show up, find some grit, the offense playing well. Exactly what we needed to see.
As everyone's getting ejected now, so they're all walking out of the game.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, talk about a Merry Christmas. I'm having a great start to the Christmas week, by the way, even though it's not officially here yet. All right, Josh Johnson to throw. Looks right, throws right. Caught McLaurin. That's not McLaurin. That's Treylon Burks, and he's going to get 7. Good tackle there by the Eagle defense. As looks like there's our Big Dom shot. Friend of the channel, Big Dom, does his job, walks Tyler Steen out, and then comes back to monitor the sidelines for the rest of the game. By the way, up this big, are you benching starters? They still have the starting defense in there. I would bench them, but they're in. Here's a
kind of surprised, but
catch out of the backfield. McNichols dives forward, first down. Yeah, I would get the starters out. 3:49 to go. This game's over. Get them out, please.
Last possession, I guess, is what they're going for. But I agree with you. You might as well.
All right, they're going to go hurry up. Josh Johnson, 3 for 7, 31 yards and a pick. 3:30 to go. 1st and 10 from the Commander 37. Takes the snap. Turn, give McNichols. Bounces it to the left. And a good run of 8. Is that McNichols or is it Rodriguez? It's Rodriguez. It's hard to see. There's Big Dom and
looky there.
Howie, a little hug. Love that. And they're going to go hurry up here on a 8-yard first down run. Approaching midfield, up to the 45. There's another one by Rodriguez. He has a first down, a little more to the 50. 2:58 to go, and there's an injured offensive lineman now for the Commanders.
Yep. And I suppose they're going to...
Doesn't look good.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, too, especially this late in the game. That's Coleman, I believe, who was replacing Laramie Tunsil.
Yep, that's not good. So they'll stop the clock with 2:52 to go in the fourth quarter.
While we're waiting on that, get to some of these super chats also. Paco with 2, is there really no chance of getting the 1 seed? There is still technically an incredibly small percentage.
Everyone
what would
has
have
to
happen
lose.
Is like, Seattle lose. The Rams would have to lose one more game. And you look at their schedule, they got the Falcons and the Cardinals, I believe.
It's not good.
Likely, but they could. If they lost, Seattle lost multiple games, then, yeah, maybe. But like we say, 2 seed still possibly in play. Very likely that it's the 3 seed.
Yep. I think they fight for the 2 seed and rest people once that's officially not an option. Here we go. First down run again. Excuse me. Rodriguez forward. Wow, he got a lot. Still going. 10, 15 yards, 20 yards, down to the 30. What a run. Holy cow. As I am ready to get the starters out. I really am. I've seen enough. There's no need to keep running them, right?
Yeah.
I sure as heck wouldn't.
You're not going to accomplish anything. I mean, I know that the starters are, wanting to hold them to a certain amount of points or yards as they have in the past, but
sure,
it's perfectly fine.
That will stop the clock. There's 1 minute left. Did the Commanders take a timeout? They did. So Commanders took a timeout to save the, I guess the 2-minute timeout, which whatever. So 2:01 to go. Commanders driving.
Let's see. As we're waiting on that, I'll get a couple other super chats also. Tells and Liza 2, need Goddard to get 7 more yards and I win. Oh, I win 500.
Don't think you're getting it. Don't think
brutal.
you're getting it. I'm sorry. I don't think you are.
But you're going to get an Eagles win. So
yeah. That's always the plus, right? That's always the plus.
Yeah. The definition with the 2, I'm 33 and caught a stray from your Mario line, LOL.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
I'm 33 also. So, that's just take it and move on.
2:03. So they backed up a little bit of time as Johnson will finally throw. Backpedaling, still backpedaling, stepped up, tripped. Is he sacked? Did anyone hit him? He is down. I wonder who got the sack. Jalen Hunt, maybe? Was it Nolan Smith? Somebody.
Let's see. It kind of looked.
I don't know who that was. Do not know who that was.
If he just tripped and didn't get touched, it's Byron Young. But we'll see who they credit that to.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It looks like
they're not telling us.
Looks like Byron Young.
Okay, Byron Young.
According to the stat sheet here, yeah, Byron Young.
Sure. Oh man.
Okay.
All right. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
Getting close, baby. NFC East champs back to back, first time in 21 years. Come on, and in this type of fashion, right? Because people say, well, yeah, but they need to win the way that we want them to win. They need to show the way that we need to show.
Yep.
All right. Well, 2 games.
Here it is.
And you can only play who's on your schedule. So don't give me but it hasn't been these playing who's on their schedule and taking care of business the way they should. MS Prague with the 2. This team will not win a playoff game. Okay, so
Come
we've got
on.
Another
Get him out of the chat.
49ers fan, maybe
about?
a Seahawks fan hanging out here. I don't know. You got to be kidding me. Won't win a playoff game?
You cannot watch the last 2 weeks. I don't care I don't care if they played a high school team. The offense looks fixed. Is it the best offense in the National Football League, Josh? No. But when you go back to the first 8 weeks of the season, the offense we've seen night and day, the play sequencing, the play calls, the under center, the throws across the middle, the running game, everything looks better. And they have a top 5 defense, maybe a top 3 defense right now. They're balling out of their minds. This team certainly can win a playoff game, and they certainly can go on a run. The expectation was halfway through the season, just make the playoffs. Maybe they'll lose first round, right? It's 2023 all over again.
Sure, yeah.
The expectation now is they should win a playoff game, and they could go on a very deep run, 100%. Yep. And if you're negative after this game, where they're down 10-7, and previous weeks they would have folded and kicked a bunch of 3-and-outs and nonsense, dominant here in the second half against a very feisty football team, Mariota-less or not.
Yep, I agree. I mean, and I would say, like, their offense, they've at least found somewhat of an identity. Like you could argue, like, is it fixed? Is it not fixed? Whatever. But they've at least found something. Before, it was like they were searching in the dark, right? Because it's like, what play calls are these? What are they sequencing? It makes no sense. The routes that they're running, the combinations off that, what they play off of it. So I think, to me, ultimately it comes down to, as you said, they can be dominant if they have an average offense. And the fact that they have some sort of an identity and they know what to go to in crunch time, and they've been improved and they've shown that. Plus, look, you just got guys who are believing and buying in. So it's a dangerous fact that the team is starting to have that belief. John, with the 2, remember, the 49ers went out, they're the 1 seed. That's true. Yes, the Niners have a chance if they win out.
That's true, too.
The tiebreakers, but that also
That'd be crazy.
Seems kind of wild.
All right, 2nd and 16 now. Eagles actually burned a timeout instead of Commanders. Interesting. Backups are finally at fumble the football. Oh, he got on it. A missed snap there. Johnson falls on it. It's some starters and some backups, because I saw Nolan and Jalix were in, but a bunch of the backup secondary was in there. So finally, I get everybody out, but maybe they don't have enough edge rushers. They got to play some edge rushers.
That's true. Uche's inactive, and there's only a couple of them.
I guess someone's got to play, right? Just be safe. That's the final goal today, right? That was the unspoken goal. Get out of here safe, as you give a shot to Keely Ringo, giving a shot to Sidney Brown, Michael Carter.
There we go.
Have fun, boys. 1:23 running clock from the 40-yard line. In the gun goes Josh Johnson, takes the snap. Pressure comes, loads up, throwing right side, and that's going to be a pass interference by Keely Ringo at the 1-yard line. All right, well.
Just tackling
remember during
Traylon
training
Burks.
camp? Yeah, during training camp, we thought he was going to win the job, and not been the case. Not been the case. As my screen is flickering, hang on.
When in doubt.
Stuff. See if that fixes itself. I cannot see. There we go. We're back. Yep. So, well, now it's going to make
when in
the
doubt,
score
just attack him.
Look a little bit less juicy. I mean, 29-10 versus 29-17, but
people who took the over would be happy. I mean, there's a chance now if you did that.
There you go.
Be able to potentially hit it here.
That's a good point. All right. So 1st and goal. Let's officially say from the 2. All right. Actually, back at the 3. We'll take it. 1:13 to go. Philadelphia's so good in the red zone today. I know they gave up that touchdown, but overall they were great. Rodriguez, the lone setback. Josh Johnson under center. Motion the tight end across the formation. Take the snap. Turn, give Rodriguez. He's hitting the backfield. Breaks the tackle into the end zone. Touchdown. So there's a garbage time score that does not matter and will not matter. And there'll be 1:10 left. They'll do an onside kick, and Philadelphia hopefully recover it and end the game.
Yep. Okay. Well, I guess that was to be expected with the pass interference, but go after Keely. They're going to go for 2. Yeah,
go for
sense.
2
You're
first.
gonna go for 2.
Yeah. Yep. All right, here comes the 2-point play here from the 2. Shotgun, McNichols to the left of Johnson. Debo McLaurin stacked on top of each other, top of the formation. Philadelphia, Nolan Smith and Joe Son are the only starters in on defense right now. They're going to run McNichols, and he's going to get the edge and score. And, whatever, 29-18. So this drive doesn't count. Let's just say that in terms of the points allowed from Philadelphia starters. Ja'Cory Bennett, look at Ja'Cory Bennett getting some play time. We thought maybe he was going to be the cornerback savior.
He's out there.
Nope, he's out there. Get some snaps. So here's your NFC playoff picture. Seahawks have clinched a playoff berth. Rams as well. Philadelphia has officially clinched a playoff berth. Obviously, the perks of winning the NFC East.
Mm-hmm.
They're the 3 seed right now. They would host San Francisco in the wild card round. A lot is yet to happen. If they go and beat the Bills next week, Josh, and some people lose, they might have something more to play for Week 18 versus the Commanders. But by Week 18 for the Commanders, if they lose again next week, we're really trying to get that draft pick to improve. So they might fully be trying to, lose that football game. And Philly wins out. Maybe they rest the start. Tanner McKee, I think Tanner McKee, Jahan Dotson could carve up a Commander team as well. So
yeah, definitely the way that they
fun.
execute.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Bears-Packers kickoff in 20 minutes. We're big Packer fans tonight. That's not very fun to say, but got the tiebreaker over them, and so much rather the Packers win than the Chicago Bears. I am friends with a Bears fan, Matthew, from church. He's a diehard, but I don't know a lot of diehards in my life that aren't Eagle fans. He's getting a little cocky. Let's just say that. He's getting a little cocky. starting talking a little trash.
Drinking the Kool-Aid.
And I think they maybe needs to get humbled this week. I was rooting for the Bears, and then they beat Philadelphia, and then a lot of trash talking, and now I'm kind of anti-Bears. So
it's surprising
we'll
Chicago's favored in the game.
Tonight.
You know, they don't have Luther Burden or Rome Odunze, and they're favored. I know the Packers have injuries of their own, but
they blew the onside kick dead. Jake Moody kind of came back with a fake to the left side. I don't know. The officials were not in position. Oh, boy. Yikes. Oh, that's not good. Bad look by the officials there. Bad look. And now they get to run it again. Yeah, I mean, they kind of tried to surprise Philadelphia. I don't think they had a chance there, too.
Yeah, what
So Jalen Hurts is going to finish with a 111 rating. 2 touchdowns, no picks. He ran for 40 yards. Saquon, $132 on the ground. They ran for 198 as a team. AJ, 9 for 95. Smitty, 6 for 42. Goddard, 3 for 32. And a defense that only gave up 10 points until the end. Now here they go again for the second attempt at the onside. They run the same one, and Smitty catches it, goes down, and that is going to do it. As Philadelphia will hopefully get 3 knees and end it. Commanders have 3 timeouts, but it's double-digit lead. This should be over. They did it. They did it. They won. They looked good doing it. They didn't get hurt. Everything went well. Come on.
It's what we needed. That is absolutely what we needed.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
As Jalen will come into the huddle, kneel a couple times.
Jalen.
Oh, is it not?
I think it's Tanner McKee. Tanner McKee
It
sighting.
is? Okay. Yeah. Looky there.
I really think this offense you see on the screen right now, Tanner McKee, Tank Bigsby, Darius Cooper, this offense could win a game in Week 18. I think so.
I guess,
the only problem is Mailata has to play because they don't have a left tackle. They're going to run Bigsby.
That's true,
He's going to go nowhere, so everyone just stay safe. And now you wonder what the Commanders are going to do. Are they going to call timeouts? Why are they calling timeouts? This game's over, man. Come on. They did call a timeout. That's dumb.
Okay. Holding on hope.
Lame.
So they do need to pick up a first down.
Lame. It's 8 o'clock on the East Coast. Some of us want to eat some dinner. You know? Some of us want to eat this stupid 5 o'clock kickoff. Was ridiculous.
Shaney with the 2 in the meantime. JD, he came to lay down the law on the commodes, and that he did.
Yeah, he did.
JD did.
Yeah, he did.
Also, Shaney wanted to make it clear, FYI, I don't have hots for Cooper DeJean. I don't have the hots for Cooper DeJean. So
okay.
Cooper
Thank
DeJean was not anything pertaining to that. It was hard to tell, though, from Super Chat. Remember, we can't really tell tone or anything like that, but just the love sign and everything, like, you know, the dreamy eyes on the emoji. That's hard to read into that. Brian with a 5, looking ahead to Buffalo. Does Nick sit the starters?
No.
Not Buffalo.
No, he won't. Nope. Now, I mean, you're still going to have people this week, maybe on local radio stations, who say, oh, it was just the Commanders and the Raiders. You go out there and you beat up on, or at least beat, the Buffalo Bills, who are a very hot pick right now in a young quarterback-filled AFC playoff picture. Very hard time to say Philadelphia is not peaking at just the right time. Plus, if they rest people Week 18, as Josh mentioned earlier, you don't want back-to-back weeks of rest. You just don't want that.
Yeah.
2nd and 11, they run Bigsby again, and he's going to go forward. Nice gain there. 5, still going. Take Bigsby. Oh, he's got a first down.
He's got it. That's it.
Why don't they run him more? He's so physical. What a run.
That's so good.
It's malpractice to not run him 7 times plus a game. It really is.
Yeah,
I know Saquon went off today. It's malpractice. I think there's an injured commander, maybe? Yeah, there is. There's another commander down. So that will stop the clock again, as the Commanders, they just cannot be healthy this season. I can't see who this is. I think it's their safety, Reeves, maybe? He got popped. No, it wasn't Reeves. Who was it? Don't know. Do not know.
Hard to tell. But yeah, what an insane run. Scott with the 2, I'd say feeling more healthy. Yeah, I would say so. A little bit.
I think so too.
Also Ephraim with the 3, but people wanted to bench Saquon. I know.
There were some people out there. Yeah.
Crazy to do that.
All right,
but it would be nice to see both Tank and Saquon.
Yep. There's your first kneel down. They got to do one more, and that will virtually end it. Commanders are not going to use another timeout, and the Philadelphia Eagles going to get win number 10. 10-5, Josh. 10-5.
Oh, how great. How sweet it is.
Let's go.
NFC East.
BTA,
Come on.
baby.
Yep.
It's a BTA second half right there. Play
The song too. We got it.
Oh, it's big. That is
Update
big.
the
Man,
team
they needed
record.
that.
10-5.
Final kneel down is up. Philadelphia. Back-to-back NFC East champs for the first time in 21 years.
Let's go.
There we
They
go.
did it. Come
there
on
we
now.
Go. Merry Christmas.
You know, and we had other people, yes, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We had some people commenting, oh, you guys are praising the offense back-to-back against teams with 6 combined wins. EAGLES, Eagles.
I could care less.
The point that nobody, I've seen tons of those comments. The point that everybody who continues to say that is not understanding and not getting is, you're obviously not watching the film. You're obviously not watching the sequencing and the play calling and the route running.
Yep.
Because, again, we'll say this, don't care who it's against. It is plays that are called on that play. It's dictating terms. It's understanding what to call when, and it's situational football that we've not seen for weeks and weeks and weeks. And is it easier just execution-wise and players being able to beat up on other teams? Sure, it 100% is. But look at the plays that are being called. Look at the routes that are being run. Didn't see those before, and they're building on that. So, yes, there is a reason we're praising the offense. There's a reason we have more hope. You want to see it against better teams? Yes, but they're beating teams the way that they should. So, NFC East champs. Featuring Tim with a 7. Tanks for the memories. Go Birds.
There you go.
That.
There you go. That's fun.
Tanks for them.
Can we please run him more against the Buffalo Bills in what will be a frozen Highmark Field?
Oh,
for
my
sure.
gosh.
Highmark Stadium, whatever it's called.
It'll be, so ridiculous. They have to. Phantom with a 2. Told you Barkley would pop one, and he did. He did. Absolutely did.
Absolutely
Zarvan
did.
with the 5 F them commies. There's some other stuff there, but we're keeping, F them commies. So
yeah, we don't like the commies. How about that?
Alfredo with a 2. Love the energy, Thomas. Let's go.
Listen, I say that all the time. I want the Eagles to win, guys. Like, it's so... I have people DM me all the time being like, oh, Eagles stink. Like, oh, this is awful. Like, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I would much rather Philadelphia get hot, go to the playoffs, and win another Super Bowl. I don't know about you. I don't think that's a crazy take.
Sure.
And yet there are some people that seem to wallow in the misery of the Eagles season. It's like, I don't have fun doing that. Like, my night's ruined when Philadelphia loses.
Right.
I'm having fun right now. Back-to-back wins after those 3 ugly losses.
Yep.
Come on. At the right time, and they're looking good doing it. That's what matters.
Yep. And they're getting the confidence on it, and that's everyone around. That's the players, that's play calling, that's coaching, that's other aspects, and you did this despite your special teams playing an F game. They failed miserably, and in all aspects, they failed. But you're able to figure this thing out. And defensively, they were, I'd say, average, maybe barely above average. It wasn't just the lights-out defensive performance, but your offense did enough to carry the other phases of the game. And look, you won a football game against a division opponent that I can promise you said, this is our Super Bowl. Like, forget the rest of the season. This is the last time you want to get up for a game. This is it. Get up for this game to stop the Eagles. We're not letting them win the division in our house. And they were up for it for the first half, for the first 2.5 quarters. They were.
Print the shirts. Print the shirts.
They got him. Brandon with the 2. I love to see it. I can't lie. Let that fire burn. Yeah, as far as I think the passion and maybe some of the fighting that we don't condone necessarily the fighting, but get all riled up for it. I like to see that energy, the passion. White and Green Nation with a 50 bomb, bro.
Whoa!
Appreciate that. I think I saw that one
Thank
earlier,
you.
but just getting into it. 50 bomb here. Very much appreciated. Thank you guys. That is absolutely insane. Brent also with the 10 Philly Special Show memberships gifted out.
There you go. There
Big
you go.
time there. Thank you for that. People get access to the ticket giveaway, which, speaking of, I will be spinning for those that picked Smitty as the first touchdown scorer here in a second. We'll be doing that. Rock with the 2, leaving the game early now. Go Birds. Okay, so this is from earlier, but once they had it under wraps, leaving the game early. Featuring Tim with another 1. I didn't see the comment there, but I did see the tanks for the 7. We do appreciate. Scott with 20 bomb. Let's freaking go. Get Thomas some gloves. That's the Eagles I love.
Let me in. Suit up. Although I don't need to play now because they're playing well. They don't need me. Trust me. They don't need me. They're fine.
Monty Yee with a 5. Enjoy watching the Birds with Howie Roseman Jr. and my favorite Howie Roseman Jr. and favorite youth pastor. Keep the work up, boys. Go Birds.
Is that what they call you? They say Youth Pastor Josh, huh? Is that, or am I the youth pastor?
I don't know
Which
what
one
that
of us is Howie Roseman Jr.?
favorite youth pastor or
Howie's
youth
short,
group
so
pastor.
that
I
has
don't
to
know.
be me because you're not short. So
I
think
guess
it would have to be me.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
All
I
right, well,
suppose.
we appreciate it.
Thank you. I was
Thanks.
trying to figure out where that was going with
Yeah,
that.
that was
But
weird.
yes, we do appreciate
Okay.
the support. Thank you. That's for sure the first time that we've gotten other similarities or other things.
Yeah.
Turn out. I don't think that's the first
Yeah.
time for that one. Nick with a 10. This is just what the doctor ordered. It is, including
is.
the fisticuffs.
Yes,
Birds.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that once tonight, and yet it is 100%. That was a physical football game. You knew it was gonna be, and they came out way more physical in the second half and played a very good football game for sure.
Yep. Have a great Christmas, guys. Good start. That is. Merry Christmas. Have a great one. We'll be in much better spirits. Certainly seeing family members and, talking about the Birds and where they're at. A little bit of excitement. KSAT spotty with a 2. We put BTA on Washington in more ways than one. LOL. That we did.
Yes, we did.
Beat 'em
yes,
up
we
there.
did.
Mr. Chris with a 5. I still remember the wild things the Eagles needed the final week to get into the playoffs with a 44-6 win over Dallas. One seed is still possible.
Yep.
It's not.
It's
completely
technically
out of reach.
still possible for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Casual Sheep Garden with a 2. Shout out to Tom Grossi's charity stream. 71,000 raised already. That's right. I forgot he's doing the charity. But
Jeez.
if you're feeling
Good stuff.
giving in the spirit of giving, it's the season. Check out Grossi's streams. It's insane what he raises there. So, but yeah. 71K already. That's nuts.
That's crazy.
Brian with a 5. If Steen gets a suspension, he will be back for the next Washington game.
That's true. But they're just going to fine him. They are not going to suspend him. It's just going to be a fine.
Yeah,
for sure.
Matt Life with a 2. Fire Kevin.
Really? After today?
There's a Fire Kevin comment. I feel like that's maybe a bit of a troll.
I guess we just needed one, huh? I guess we just needed one. But,
no, but
yeah, no.
Followed
I think
right,
he's been okay.
Right behind that one is a super chat from the Uncovered Lamp. Says, Devil's Advocate, keep Patullo next year with a question mark.
TBD.
Maybe.
Let's not get crazy here, but
Woo,
maybe TBD. Maybe
okay.
TBD.
Yeah. Again,
Let's not get crazy here.
I think that's where we're maybe drawing
here.
the line as of right now. We said that it's improved offense, and they've got a somewhat of an identity that they can go to. Are we saying just keep him here? Not yet. Not yet. They got to do more in the playoffs, but
for sure.
Kilo of the 2 criticized for who we beat, but Seattle beat 8 bad teams. That's 100%. It's easy to get micro-focused on our own individual performances and our own team, and they can be accurate. But it's also a little bit, I don't know, like lack of attention to detail or lazy to go, yeah, but those teams are doing it. When it's like they're not though. Like you go look at schedule-wise and who they beat, teams that they've played, they're not really showing out. So, yeah, you can look around the league. I think the Eagles, as we said, they play like they have been. It'll be better teams, so sure. Maybe we could say, yeah, the offense doesn't execute as well. They don't have as many yards. Fine, that's fair. But it goes both ways. And I think the Eagles have just as good of a chance as anybody else.
Yep.
Shaney with 2 more. Rip the cow turds. 0.8% chance. That's right.
It's over now.
It's done. It was 1% before the game. It is done.
Yep. It's done. They're officially eliminated. How about that? Love it.
So great. Blake with a 5. Ringo should be traded for extra Gatorades for the cheerleaders. Might not be able to get that for him.
But yeah, it's steep asking price. That's for sure.
Jay Lee here with the 2. Ringo is so trash. Glad he is no longer a starter. So lots of hating on Ringo, but bro went out there and
could be a lot worse. Yeah,
tackled Treylon Burks. I don't know what that was. It wasn't even coverage.
Oof.
I think he thought he was in special teams. Jason with a 5. Dallas Cowboys suck. Merry Christmas, everyone. Ha ha ha. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We can joke about him, right? Like it's a little bit more exciting because if there had been a loss, then it would be. Yeah, there's still a chance for the division, but there would be so many negative things. Or even if it was a win that was a nail-biter, the way that it looked in the first half, then you can't really, I don't know, you can't feel as confident about it. You can't gloat. You still somewhat, but yes, that's the most important thing. Brian with a 2.
Sure.
Dallas officially eliminated.
They're done.
We like you for that.
They're done. Yep.
James, the same thing. 5 here. First back-to-back NFC East champs since 2004.
Crazy. But they did it. Yes, they did.
That they did. Ethan with a 5. It's Ethan. The Publix fried chicken has brought the division home after 20 years. Go get some for the playoff run. Go Birds. Love watching y'all's videos. Ethan, thank you.
Thank you, Ethan.
Publix should just provide you free chicken for life, I think, at this point. But
At least the Publix in Philadelphia, for sure.
We say it every single stream. If there's anybody from Publix, anyone with connections at all, feel free, because
let us know. Let us know.
We're already advertising anyway. You might as well just send over some PNG of the logo and we put it up there. But Axon with the 2, we should know to never overreact to tough times.
Well, I mean, yeah, it got pretty tough there. I don't think anyone overreacted. I think we're all know they weren't playing to the level they should, and people got upset. I don't know if it's overreacting, but, I get it, but still.
Yeah, you see some play calls that, like, we continue to go back to, but play calls that were being made, sequencing that was not being made, and players not executing, bad offensive line, penalties. Penalties have gotten so much better. That's a huge, huge difference of execution. But, it's all things considered, so... Casey with a 10, Eagles all day. Cowboys are out. Yes, they're
out. Yep.
We'll celebrate that every single time. Spec with a 5. Don't feel too confident yet with the team struggling in the first half, bailed by penalties, and Mariota getting hurt next week. We'll see.
Maybe.
If you go looking for cynicism, you'll find it, and if you go looking for gratitude, you'll find that. So you can choose to believe if you want to. This is not the team it was 4 weeks ago.
I agree.
Not at all. Don't carry the plan. They're
sure.
a much improved team. And yes, you could say against Buffalo, let's see. But if you're looking at it, especially from offensively, I don't know that Buffalo's going to tell you a whole lot. Like, no offense to Buffalo, and maybe I could be dead wrong, that ESPN simulated deal from their playoff thing said that we would lose this game and then we were going to lose to Buffalo 35-7. I don't know in what world we lose 35-7 to Buffalo, but I guess crazier things have happened, but sure, we go see what happens. Buffalo's not been a great defense. Offensively, yeah, like I think that'd be a really good test for the defense, kind of see how they measure up, and especially with Josh Allen. But
it's gonna be fun.
Sure. Want to be
gonna be fun.
Negative, pessimistic? That's fine. We'll agree to disagree. CT with a 5. That tank run just won me. No, wait, that tank run just won me $2,000. Fly Eagles Fly.
Holy
PS love
cow.
You guys. $2K.
Thank you.
What was the bet?
Thank you, Tank. Yeah.
Oh my
crazy.
gosh! I mean, because the anytime
crazy.
touchdown, like it was, considerable plus odds, but it wasn't like insane. I'm very curious what the play was for that 2K.
Holy
let's
cow.
go! Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
crazy.
Merry Christmas. Whoever's in your household just is getting a better one, or you just keep it. Maybe you don't tell anybody, but you just publicly announced it on the stream to 2,000 people. So maybe they've seen it. But congratulations. Canucks with a 5. The Commanders fought to win just like the Raiders. Both teams have won games. Anyone can win on a football field. They just couldn't beat us. Simple.
Yep. I don't disagree. I do not disagree at all.
I like that. I like that take. Brad with a 5. Back-to-back weeks with 2-score wins. I had Gran Coramino the last 2 weeks. Coincidence? I think not. Hashtag drink responsibly.
Gran Coramino sponsor the channel. Yes. They'll be on my next show, I think. So shout out to them.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, official tequila of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Mm-hmm. Casey with a 5. Emperor Palpatine. The Cowgirls have been eliminated, so they're inserting that. But yes.
Yes, they have.
Cold Cash with the 5. Merry Christmas, Eagles fans. If you celebrate, of course, great live. I'm now officially in my Christmas spirit. Go Birds.
Yes,
Hashtag
we all
Tank.
are. We all are. Hashtag Run Tank. That should be a new hashtag. That should
really
be a brand new hashtag.
But it is. It's so much easier to sing some Christmas carols and get all fired up for Christmas and in the spirit of the mood to get that win. It wouldn't have felt right had the Eagles just laid an egg. But Rome with a 10 bomb. Thank you, Rome. Josh definitely has youth pastor vibes. Okay.
Well, that's
thank you.
There it is.
I suppose. Yes. I'll take it as a compliment. Thank you. I don't know exactly if that is or not, but okay. 10 from Ethan. Happy holidays to you and your families. Go Birds. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Felix with a 2. Let's freaking go, Birds. Let's prep for this Super Bowl run. Let's do it.
Well, let's do it. I'm all for it.
Let's run it back.
All for it.
Let's run it back. Couple more weeks to go. Get the playoffs here. Guys getting healthier, hopefully. Nakobe's hamstring, which we'll keep you guys updated on that. But I don't think it was as severe. He was able to walk off the field. Questionable designation for a while, and then they eventually ruled him out. I think if it had been severe, he wouldn't have been able to go off as he did easier because we thought it was a concussion. And then he would have been ruled out immediately. So we'll see. But even if it's not till playoffs, we'll be fine. Jay Lee with a 5. Christmas came early. How about them Cowboys? Yes.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
How about them? Eliminated again, baby. Eliminated again.
Go Birds. Love the channel. Appreciate y'all for the great coverage. Thank you for that. Really
Thank you very
appreciate it.
much. Keep watching this week, despite it being Christmas. We appreciate that.
That's true.
You know?
As the Bears and Packers have kicked off, but I'm running through these super chats before we sign off here. So be cheering for the Packers, of course. That's probably the most likely odd. That was a very crazy, hectic. I don't know what that was. That was a man being carried for like 5 or 10 yards. AJ with the. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't finish this. With Jay Lee, love the channel. Appreciate y'all for the great coverage. Maybe I said that. Sorry. AJ with a 5. KP isn't out of the fire, but he's shown improvement finally.
Yes, he has. I would agree. There's a world where he could ball out, win a Super Bowl, and come back. But, he just can't lay an egg in their final game, whenever that is.
Yep.
Just FYI.
100. Brian with a 5. Oh, by the way, guys, I live here in Texas. Cowboys fans are already looking forward to the Spurs. They've turned their excitement to the Spurs.
Yep.
Living in Texas, Eagles fan with a San Francisco 49ers fan for a wife. That's
pretty crazy.
That's a lot, I mean,
pretty crazy.
I've got that with Eagles and Sandy's converted, but previously Packers. So I guess there's some similarities, but stay strong. Stay strong. Dylan with a 5. Tyler Steen out here throwing punches better than Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that was rough. Jake Paul did make $92 million from that fight last night, though. I think I'd take a double broken jaw for that.
Yeah,
but,
I was going to say.
Yes.
Who wouldn't sign up for that? Is there anybody crazy enough to say no thanks and pass on the $92 million? Because if you are, you're doing you must be doing really well if you could say no thanks to a $92 million. I mean, that looked like it hurt. So just the fact that it's broken, but it looked like it hurt so badly. But sure, if you're $92 million, sign me up.
Why not?
You got to have your jaw wired shut for like 3 months. I don't care.
Crazy.
Nick with a 2. Before I go, you're staying for the Green Bay game with a question mark.
I wish.
Laughing night. No, we're not.
I have a crying
streaming
baby in the background. My wife would kill me if I did that. So we have to go dad duty.
Yeah, hold on, honey. You're going to go for another 3 hours here.
I need another 4-hour stream, sure.
Brandon with a 2. Dallas, another one here. Yes, Dallas has been eliminated from the 2026 playoffs. So
have they already? How about that?
I guess it's
Sounds
technically
right.
2026 is next year, but I don't know if that's meant for next year or if you're saying
Sure.
that in terms of either way. We'll take it for both. How about that? You with the 5. Go Birds. Jake the Make needs to make an exit off the team, but give Tank more snaps.
Yeah, well, I agree with the latter, and we'll see about Jake. He's got time to redeem himself. Needs some big kicks next week.
For sure, yes. Anthony DeBona here. What's up? Shout out Ant-Man with a 5. Says, I have to keep the super chat streak alive. Another big win. Let's go. Appreciate that. Thank you. Also, shout out Anthony getting over some sickness. So we weren't able to record the regular game preview, but got COVID. So thoughts and prayers. Stay safe. Get healthy. Hopefully nobody else gets it, but should hopefully be back to the regular stuff next week. And maybe the Eagles win helps him feel better. So shout out Ant-Man. Sarah with a 5. Cowboys eliminated. It's the most... Oh, this is even better. Cowboys eliminated. It's the most wonderful time of the year. That's
Every
a
year.
perfect song to play now.
Every year.
Yes. Beautiful. So great. I think it's the last super chat here, if I'm not mistaken, from Edgar with a 5. Glad Tyler Steen showed toughness in parentheses cojones. Way to let other teams know you think the Eagles should play Tanner McKee in Washington for a half with a question mark.
I think they will, depending on what happens next week. I mean, we just don't know.
Yeah.
We just don't know.
I think he'll play the whole game against Washington. Like, I think that starters will play against Buffalo, as we said, and then Tanner McKee and basically all the backups, every backup that you can play, will play against Washington in Week 18. As Thomas was mentioning a second ago, sure, if a seed is up for grabs, like definitely one seed still in play after Buffalo, yeah, they'll do what they can. But if it's like a maybe on the 2 seed, but you need some help and everything else, I don't think that the Eagles are going to go into that being like, well, we could possibly, because games will be played at the same time too. Knowing Nick Sirianni and seeing what they've done in the past, I would expect that he'll just go, let's get the guys healthy. That's more important than 2 versus 3. And like we said, 3 could be better. You never know. Like if a
Totally agree.
lower seed wins and goes and plays the 1 seed, knocks them off. So
Totally agree. Yeah.
we will see. Last one. Brandon
We'll
the
see.
buzzer. Got one more. Says that was a future prediction. Okay, go Birds. The 2026 was future. We'll take that. Okay. Eliminated from this year, but also from next year. Congratulations, Cowboys.
From
You've done
next
it
year.
again.
Yeah.
Who dem boys?
You did it again.
Okay. Well, the Eagles did it.
Oh, man.
10-5,
They did it.
NFC East champions. If you'd been asked before the season, we would absolutely sign that up. It's the earliest that they've clinched the NFC East in Nick Sirianni's tenure. It's
Pretty crazy.
10-5, but yeah, I mean, all things considered, we'll take it. Teams getting hot at the right time. Let's go. Stay tuned.
Perfect
we'll have
Christmas.
game recaps, everything else throughout the week. It might be a little bit of a wonky schedule, though, just for,
Yes.
reasons because of the Christmas holiday. But still the game recaps and other stuff to come. So make sure to like and subscribe. I should do this. I almost forgot again because this has been unusual, right? It's throwing me off seeing this great offense. I'm going to spin. I almost forgot. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
But,
yes.
Okay, for the other people, I didn't forget. It's going to be on the stream. We didn't cut it early. I almost did. All right, last one real quick. Spinning for the winner. Who's it going to be? Out of the 72, who took DeVonta Smith? It's Revive MN, I think, is how I would say that. Revive
All
MN,
right.
who said first touchdown, DeVonta Smith crossing route. Didn't get the route, but you got DeVonta Smith. So
okay.
congratulations.
It's okay.
Revive, you have won. Contact me, DM me on one of the socials, email me at thephillyspecialshow@gmail.com. It'd be great if you can, hit me up directly on one of those. I will also announce on the game recap video, though, if I don't hear from you. So no worries there, but congratulations. You've won 2 tickets to any game of your choice of the remaining games that the Eagles play. There's only 2, but, let me know.
Yep.
But again, congratulations to you. Sorry to everybody else. Better luck next time for the other 71 that did not hit that. But Thomas, it was fun. They did it.
They did
Took
it.
care of business as
That's all
they
that
should.
matters.
Buffalo, big game next week. We will be streaming,
We'll
of
be here.
course.
We'll be here.
We'll see you guys then. Go Birds.
Go Birds.